Good morning, everybody. So we're going to be looking at Delver's Bounty today, just taking a look at all the sources for it, what seems to be the best so far. Again, it's kind of an ongoing process where everybody's testing this out and getting it from different sources. Like we're talking Zik'fear's breaches, grabbing it from Bountiful Delves, non-Bountiful Delves, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to go through all of those and see which ones are working out the best. Right now, it does seem Bountiful Delves do seem to be the best option, but as somebody mentioned in the chat yesterday, it's a really good point that most testing has been done on Bountiful Delves because that's mainly what people do each day is go do their 4 Bountiful Delves and then say, hey, you know, that's when they could find that Delver's map, and it's rare for someone to actually grind more Delves after doing just their Bountiful Delves for the day. So with that being in mind, I'm going to go through my Bountiful Delves, and I'm going to start working on some normal Delves as well to help test that a little bit. Now, I did want to talk about a couple other things, though, first. I think it's pretty easy to say from what I've heard in the chat and from what I've seen when I had a Zik'fear breach, I was able to get a Bountiful Delve, a Delver's Bounty. Sorry, that's what we're talking about. Delver's Bounty off of the first encounter I had with Zik'fear. Where I was actually able to kill him. And again, you only have to get him to 50%, and then he bolts. And at that point, hopefully you can loot your Bountiful. Gosh, this currency item always trips me up, but it's Delver's Bounty. Hopefully you can loot that off of his claw that he leaves behind. Now, really quick, the obligatory, I want to go ahead and test out the audio really quick, just to make sure make sure everything's set up for YouTube and Twitch here. Testing. All right, YouTube looks good. I'm going to go ahead and open on up the pushes to public over there, and then I'll go ahead and click the button for Twitch as well, and then just do a quick audio test for that, and we'll be all set. Audio is an important thing to check just to make sure it's all hooked up. Let's go ahead and check this over on Twitch as well. All right, and let's see. Testing on Twitch. All right, sounds good. Oh, hey, Uchi's Legacy, welcome in, man. Yeah, good morning to you, sir. How are you doing? Oh, and you can see I found you, by the way. So I put you on moderator there, so you can help out. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for that. And it looks like Nightbot, for the most part, is functioning, so that'll be fun to use today too. I'm doing good as well, man. Yeah, I love the mornings, so I'm ready to roll. All right, and let me see. Let me make sure I click the button over here on YouTube. Just checking really quick. I like to check things 1,000 times. Yeah, everything looks good over there. All right, cool. So yeah, Delver's Bounty. This is an interesting one, mainly because it is our white whale of farming Delves in general, and always finding a better option to farm it is, it's important for anybody that's doing Delves to any capacity, because once again, just for anyone that hasn't seen it just yet, you can get, and no problems if you haven't seen it just yet, because it is a kind of a rare drop rate, a 610 item level, so 1 of 6 hero gear item out of just the chest that comes if you use your Delver's Bounty item before you walk into the Delve. So really, really nice, right? So the more of these we can get, just the more powerful our character is going to be. Gives us a boost on just how quickly we're acquiring that hero gear. And then also, as we all found out, or as I found out with you guys yesterday, it also does drop those gilded crests as well. So ongoing throughout our entire season, Delver's Bounty is going to remain relevant. Even if we do fill up all these slots with hero gear, we're not going to want to stop farming this, because we also get those gilded crests, which are going to be the highest end crests that we can use to upgrade gear. So yeah, the relevancy is always there for that. And as Delvers, if Delves are the main source of how we're upgrading our gear, acquiring gear, and all that kind of stuff, getting gilded crests can be a challenge, because you can mainly get those from, at that point, I think gilded is only going to drop from like the mythic raids and the really high-end mythic dungeons and all that kind of stuff. So any source of gilded crests, we got to be really mindful of when we do see them. So Delver's Bounty, that's going to be it for us on how to get those. Also, too, I do believe, and I'll check this today, there are those tokens of merit. They're going to be called something different for the War Within. But tokens of merit are those items we can select instead of our gear reward for the week inside of the vault, and we could use those to be able to buy some crests as well. So we got a couple options. I'll make sure that that is the case, that they did bring that system back, but I think a lot of people like that system, so I'd be surprised if they didn't bring it. Good morning to you, Thorforn. How are you doing this morning, man? Just talking about Delver's Bounty. That's, again, our white whales. That's like our pinnacle thing we're always looking for. And today we'll do some digging on some good options for us to do that. But again, everybody, just reiterating what I was talking about before, right at the start of the stream, that right now it seems that the really good ways to get it are going to be your bountifuls for the day. So the bountiful, you get 4 of them each day, as we've discussed at nauseum. You know, you get those 4 bountifuls that you can do each day. And then also, if you're lucky enough to also get a Zik'fear encounter inside of there, that's where it's going to say Zik'fear has breached the delve. I'm not talking about Zik'fear inside of his lair, specifically the one where he's going to pop into your delve and just interrupt you for a moment. If you do manage to get him to 50% health, if it's your first time, you're also going to get his relic, which is going to be the Bloodstone relic, where you're able to pick up. Oh, I'm just remembering I got to put that back on. But where you're able to pick up blood orbs on the ground, that's going to reduce your cap of health. Like, so your maximum health cap is going to go down a little bit, but also you're going to gain damage and healing potential. So, like by a percentage, you can do percentage more healing, percentage more damage. Actually, how about we just look at the relic while we're standing right over here, just in case anybody hasn't seen it just yet. So let's flip. I'm going to keep Brann on healer. That's just my preference. I know a lot of people like to use damage because he can just, you know, just a little bit extra damage in the thing inside of the delve, but healing is just a little bit smoother. Okay, I always go curious. The porcelain arrowhead, I just like that extra crit. It's really good for my class, specifically BM Hunter. And then not amorphous. Here we go. The relic blood of Zik'fear. So it's randomly while in combat, blood beasts will attach itself to Brann periodic. I've noticed it attaches it to you too. Periodically launching morsels of itself to nearby players, granting bloodstained blessing upon walking through them. Let's talk about bloodstained blessing. Increases damage and healing done by 2% and reduces the maximum health by 3% for 1 minute. It's a kiss curse, you know, risk reward kind of mechanic where you're reducing your max health and then increasing your damage and healing, you know, as a result of that. So it's a fun little mechanic to play with. Thorforn, you said, good, got coffee. How bad can it be? I'm with you, man. Yeah, I got my cup of coffee that I keep forgetting to drink, but it's definitely sitting over there. Yeah, that's awesome, man. First cup of coffee. It's hard to beat that feeling in the morning, you know, just your first cup. And then also, just like I see, it said, I am tired. Got to the last boss on Heroic and we kept wiping, so we all jumped off. Dang, like the heroic raid, that's awesome. So you got all the way up to Queen Ansarak, right? That's awesome. I heard she's a hard one. I heard she is quite a hard one. I haven't looked at any content for the raid or, you know, the boss guides or anything yet. The only thing I've done is just the first LFR wing, and so I still need to get back and do the second one and all that. Matthew said, got Zekvir to 50% and he ran away. No map for me. Ah, got you, Matthew. Yeah, so you didn't quite get one of the first encounter you had with him, but you did get the relic, though. The relic is badass. Have you been using that one, Matthew, since you beat him? Nice thing, too, about the Zik'fear encounter as well is that you just get some bonus... Delver's Journey. And again, everybody, if you want to see your Delver's Journey, just press H or I, and then you can look at it on here to see where you are in that progress. You're going to get a journey through doing the Delves, the Bountiful Delves, and also through, like I said, if Zik'fear breaches your Delve, then you can get a little bit extra for that too. Basically the equivalent of 1 Bountiful Delve worth of, you know, influence points, you know, Delvers, whatever it is. Oh, shoot. Okay, the speaker. Okay. This is interesting. I don't remember the storyline. I've done it before because I have my lore master, but I just don't remember it very well at all. I'll go ahead and pop cooldowns on him just in case he's a rough one. See, Damien, you said Zik'fear dropped a polearm for me, but I haven't seen him since. Damn, that's nice. So it was a 603, right, Damien? I'm just double checking, make sure I got that right. He drops a 603 gear. Oh, he runs away. Gotcha. So the guy runs away. The speaker runs away. Of course, Zik'fear does too. But yeah, I just don't remember the storyline. I don't remember it at all. But cool. Okay, I guess we're chasing him throughout the map, and then we'll eventually get him at the end or something. Yeah, it said my vault is stuck on stage 3 on 1, and I don't get it up when I run 8 delves. So I'm just double checking, make sure I got it right. You're saying that it's stuck on the first of 3? Let me see. My vault is stuck on stage 3. Stage 3 of 1, I think is what you're trying to say. And then I don't get it. It doesn't increase when you run 8 delves. Oh, that's interesting. Well, just to let you know, Uncle, you're saying that over there, Uncle. So what it is that like the quantity of delves, and this may be it. I'll just go and walk through it, and you may say I already know this, but just to make sure. So with the way that the way it's set up, you have to run up to 8 tier 8 delves for you to get credit for that. And basically what it's doing is it's like taking your full 8 delves that you ran that week and then looking at the lowest one, and that's going to scale the 3rd node to that, right? So that's just the quantity of them. So you're going to have to run a total of 8 at tier 8 for you to be able to get all 3 slots filled in with that higher item level. If you did run one single lower one, like in your top 8, then it would reduce that item level down to a lower item level. And I think it would scale down from, it says 616, you get 610, I believe. If you ran, like, for example, 1 tier 7 inside of the top 8 of the delves you did. I hope that makes sense. I know that is, like, it's hard to yeah, it's just there's a lot of words there. But yeah, no, it's your lowest of your top 8 for the 3rd node on your world vault. So maybe that's what happened there, Uncle. You just got to run more of those tier 8s, but you can let me know. Now, he said world events come up as tier 1. Let's see, world events come up as tier 1. Trying to get that one, Matthew. So the world events are like, are you talking about the vault, or am I thinking something different now? Just let me know on that one. You talking about the vault, like the tier 1 rewards on the vault? And then Damien, you over here said, yeah, 603. I don't know the effect of the primary stat. Just okay, just stam and haste. Nice, dude. That's really nice though. So Damien was talking about that he fought Zik'fear. Zekvir actually dropped a polearm and dropped a champion polearm for him. So that's pretty badass. That's a nice find from Zik'fear there for sure. Nice little gift. And see, Robert, you said, has anyone confirmed that Delver's bounty can drop on non-bountiful? So I've heard that a lot in the chat. A lot of people have said that it can, and that they've received theirs from normals. I myself, I'm not able to confirm that just yet, because I did find 2 Delver's bounties so far, and I've run a lot of delves, right? And the first one, I just plain flatly don't remember if it came from bountiful or not. So I just can't confirm that. It's somewhere back in my VODs, right? So I just don't remember which one it was. And then the second one fell from Zik'fear on a normal delve, right? So I know that, at least, that if you fight Zik'fear as a breach encounter, I know it doesn't really matter what he's on. You can still get your map from that, even if it's a non-bountiful, if you are fighting Zik'fear, okay? I'm like 90% sure that it was a non-bountiful. I would have to go back and check the VOD just to make sure. It happened at the beginning of day before yesterday, I think. But I'll have to double check just to make sure. But Robert said, no problem, thank you. Yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. Uncle, you said, yeah, I only run delves at tier 8, but my last checkpoint, I'm still on delve 1. And I don't understand why I run 4 delves today. So you run 4 at 8, and it is still delve 1, and I don't get it up. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure on that. Uncle, I would submit a ticket if you feel like those results are wrong on... Oh my God, look at all these dinosaurs, by the way. Good God, Brann. That's crazy. Brann's doing beast pack leader as well, I guess. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was 6 or 7. Devil swords. That's insanity. Let's see. Uchi's Legacy's asking over there. You said, have you done your story mode quest to get the 619 piece? I think it was. Oh shoot, Uchi's Legacy. I forgot all about that yesterday. How do you initiate that? Because I was looking at the raid, and I don't see how you can start that that encounter. You know, how can you start the story mode encounter with that? But really good call out on that Ush's Legacy. I need to grab that for sure. And yes, DJ Dadbod, you said, have you crafted your weapon just yet? Yeah, I did. I got the Omen crafted weapon here and put an embellishment on it. I still don't have an enchant on it though. So that's one thing I gotta grab. But the Ascendance is pretty nice. You know, 89 to the random stat for 15 seconds, segmented 10 times. There is one that gives you bonus crit when you're over 80% health. That one I for sure want to get. I can't remember. That might be the lining one. That has to go on an armor piece. But yeah, I still need to get like a Omen crafted armor piece to be able to take advantage of that embellishment as well. But, you know, one thing at a time. But yeah, I guess now I have my next spark. I should be able to do it now, right? Right? Have enough weeks passed for us to have an additional spark? Like 3 sparks, I guess, basically. I think we had our 3rd spark week come by. Jocko said, let's see, I forgot about the story mode and has no idea how to do it. Yeah, I'm curious about the story mode too, for sure. But yeah, Uchu's Legacy, if you remember like where that NPC is to initiate that, let me know. I'm really curious about getting that 619 piece. That sounds so badass to me. Oh, Dr. EMS PEC, welcome in by the way. You said next week. Is it next week that it comes out or is it this week? Yeah, and Damien's like, how do I start this? Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. If anybody knows, yeah, let me know how you do the story mode quest. It gives you apparently a 619 piece. That sounds really badass. I'm very curious about that one. Let's see, Nortansky, you said, welcome in by the way, you said I have a tier 3 map from a normal delve. There you go, guys. So a tier 3 map. So yeah, and Nortansky's really bringing up a good point there too. Guys, just remember that your tier of your Delver's map is going to scale to whatever tier you were doing, right? So if you're leveling up a character and you have it drop, or if you're doing a lower tier runs, just keep in mind that you will get, you know, like the item levels scaled down to whatever tier it was. So if you are trying to find these, like, if you're trying to grind these out, always do tier 8s if you're able to. So basically, just if your goal is to get one of these, just try to do the highest delve that you can at the moment, so you can just scale your rewards up. But I know that some people are going for just like power farming methods, and they were doing low level tiers to be able to get more of these maps to drop. Just keep in mind that it will drop at a lower item level, which can totally be a strategy, but it won't be hero gear that you're getting out there. Just keep that in mind. But yeah, Nortansky, really, thanks for mentioning that. You've also gotten off a normal delve. That's helpful to everyone there for sure. And just keep in mind, guys, too, I wanted to mention this. Whenever you're in a delve and you're trying to scale up the Bountiful Delve specifically, and you're trying to scale up the Delver's journey you get at the end, always kill the Zik'fear packs, okay? Even if, you know, you can dodge them, kill them anyway, because over here, Zekvir's influence. Let's read this really quick. Zekvir, the Hand of the Harbinger, will empower a random group of enemies. Defeating these enemies provides additional undercoin and Delver's Journey progress at the end of this delve. And you can actually see, oh, I just realized I didn't even know they put the marker on there. You can see how many you have left in the delve currently. And I just defeated one, about to defeat my second, and I'll have to find one more to make sure I get the max amount of Delver's Journey. Now, ooh, what's got me thinking about this though? Oh, interesting. And I almost died. I was just thinking that on higher tiers, you actually get more of these packs. So something I'd like to test out is if you completed a Bountiful Delve on a higher difficulty, would you get more Delver's Journey because you're defeating more packs? Ooh, I'm going to test that out next. I'm going to do a tier 9 Bountiful Delve for my next run. Your gear rewards still are going to scale just to the maximum of 8, but I'm wondering if you can get more Delver's Journey if you do a higher tier delve. I'll walk you guys through that in a second. Like, I know I'm a visual person. I know other people can be like that too. I'll walk you through it once I'm testing it, just to show you what I'm testing. I know sometimes just explaining it out loud with no visual representation, it can get a little confusing. It is for me, at least. Notansky says that that was the day that when the delve started. Oh yeah, when the delves first started, and the end only one of what I have for now. Yeah. So you're saying like you found that when like back when the beginning of the delves, and yeah, that's what you ended up getting. I understand. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. That's really good to know there, Nortansky. I didn't know, yeah, like exactly when they flipped on the switch for you to be able to find those, because I didn't see any of those, of course, like back when we were doing 1 through 3 back in early access and before the season started. But I have a feeling that it just, the switch might have been flipped for that to be lootable once the season did release, is what I imagine there. Over here, you said Ucha's Legacy. Oh, okay. Ucha's Legacy said, I wish there was a better way to get the maps or a way to see if the Zek was going to breach. Yeah. Takes me 20 minutes to enter the TW dungeon. Yeah, I understand that for sure, man. I totally understand that for sure. I also wish, so if we're just talking about a list of things that we wish they would improve with delves, if anybody's hunting for Lore Master or they're looking for fast delves or whatever, it would be nice if you could look at your map. First of all, hell yeah for them adding this. You right click and you can see where all the bountifuls are just on your big map. I wish you could hover over it and see what the storyline is for the day. Because when I was hunting for Lore Master, which again, just to show you all what Lore Master is, here, Glory of the Delver. I was hunting for Lore Master right here. You have to do all the storylines for all the different delves, and each delve is going to have 3 or 4 different stories. So what you have to do if you want to do this now is you have to go up to every single door, click on it, and you look up in the top right hand corner and it'll actually tell you what storyline it is for the day. That's the only way for you to know what storyline it is. It's kind of funky. Hold on, let me fix this really quick. If I move it over like this, and then what if we do this? Okay, cool. Oh, and I think Brann's in combat. I just saw that. Okay, oh my god. Well, that's a there's a lot of stuff here. Okay, and this guy's doing his little spell. Gotcha. Well, let's get a couple of cooldowns here just so we don't end up dying to trash. And that shade is awfully close, that devouring shade. But yeah, no, it would be really nice if, as people who are looking for the, Lore Master, if we were able just to see what it is for the day, so we know if we should fly all the way to that other area to be able to do that storyline. And just anyone else that is hunting for that achievement, just know that every day those storylines are going to reset at the same daily reset time. So you can easily get it if you're just really hawk-eyeing whenever the stories come up, just to go ahead and snag the story you need. You can also just passively do this over time. You don't need to rush it because, again, we're going to be doing bountifuls. I mean, if you're keeping up, if you're trying your best to like min-max, you're going to be doing bountifuls every single day anyway. So you're eventually going to get it. I'm trying to get that guy to come over here. But let's see, Twitchy Barrow, welcome back, by the way. You said, what is the Delver's Journey? Delver's Journey is going to be your overall, like, if you've ever played Diablo, it's your season's journey, essentially. But it's going to be like, think of it just like your overall progress. So again, I pressed H and clicked on Delves. And as you level this up and get more of these points, you're going to unlock the different things over here. And if we're just taking a look at them, a lot of these are schematics. For your Delver's dirigible, right? So this is the dirigible, that little mount we have. It's a visual progression of what we're doing. And eventually you'll get like a toy, like, Reno Jackson's hat. And then eventually you get to this one. This is a really important one where it says you can purchase restored coffer keys from Murgleton or Sir Finley in Dornegal, right? And I'll show you those later, but you can buy them each for 2,000 undercoin. So it's a pretty nice way to just buy a extra key for the week. And it's hard to understand. Like, there's theories out there that each week you can just go ahead and buy these, like buy 3 of them. But we don't really know, because right now it shows 3 different keys and 3 different item slots on the vendor. And yeah, it looks like you can just buy all 3 of those. And I don't know if it's like a one-time purchase or a weekly. There's just a bunch of theories out there. But eventually, yeah, you get some resonance crystals. But eventually you get to this one where it's like you can purchase adventurer gear for your Warband and be able to pass that over to them. So you can immediately equip them out with adventurer 4 of 8 gear, which is pretty nice. I wish it was a little bit better, to be honest, because that's a long time before we're going to fill that bar all the way up. And I wish they had a little bit more of a payout for you know, our alt characters and stuff. But a freshly leveled you know, level 80 character would love that. Like that's a pretty nice little boost to have on any character that hits max. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of wish that it would be veteran. You know, a veteran at least would be a nice starting point for all those other characters, because that's going to be a late season unlock. Like I don't expect to get to that until like way later, because yeah, again, I've been doing delves every day, and look at where I'm at. You know, like I'm right here, right? So I just don't think we're going to get all the way up here for quite a while. But yeah, if you look at it compared to the whole season, I guess, you know, we'll get there in like not at like the end of the season, but probably not for a month or so, I imagine. I'm just guessing. But maybe even more. Cal said, good morning, man. Good morning to you too. Hope you're doing great this morning. How are you doing, by the way? Yeah, welcome in, welcome in. So yeah, that's what Twitchy Bar, that's what the Delver's journey is. He said, thanks for the detailed explanation. Sometimes it feels like this game is a bit over. No, I feel you, man. I feel you. There's a lot of things. Actually, I was looking at Reddit this morning, and I saw there was a post talking about returning players getting really overwhelmed with making embellished gear and that kind of stuff. And what I want to do today, so first of all, I'm going to make a video about it later. That's what I'm going to work on, try to get that out when I can. But also, I'll just do a quick summary of it with you all here after I do my bountifuls. For any returning players that are kind of stuck on that, I totally understand why people are lost on this system. I mean, yeah, first of all, if anyone is lost on the system, don't feel bad, because you're experiencing what we all experienced season one, and the start of Dragonflight. Like, we were all like chickens with our heads cut off. We had no idea what the hell was going on. It's a complicated system that hasn't existed in the game before. So if you're like, what is the crafting order station? What the hell is this? You know, like completely lost on it. That's understandable. Like, you are... Your feelings are valid. Like it is a confusing system, but I'll walk through it just in case anybody's lost on it. Just really quick later today, once I get through these bountifuls, I'll show you kind of just a couple pointers, and show you that once you play with it a little bit. Actually, if I had to tell you one thing, think of it as a reverse auction house, and then that'll kind of open up that system for you a little bit. You're just searching for items you want people to make for you is all. That's literally it. I don't think I touched the rock over there, so I never got that life back. Which way am I going, by the way? Oh, over here. Sweet. So I have to fight the speaker right here. Let's see. Cal said, I'm doing good. Filled dog one. Let's see. I'm filled dog one on Twitch. Oh, Diller dog. Okay. Yeah. The gotcha. The this looks like autocorrect. Got you on that sentence. I understand. I remember Dollar Dog. Yeah, welcome back, Cal. Thanks for coming back, man. Red Rav said, morning, off to work. Going to lurk until it gets busy. Totally, man. Welcome in, Red Rav. Welcome back. Let's see. And then Bosa over here saying, morning all. Morning to you too, man. How are you doing this morning, Bosa? Yeah, okay. Uchi's Legacy mentioned this earlier too. He said, yeah, and then there's the Zik'fear achievement. Yeah, that one's, so you're talking about the Delver's Journey? The Delver's Journey, or sorry, not the Delver's Journey, the Glory of the Delver. That one does require you to kill Zik'fear, I think, on question mark. Just the question mark Zik'fear. I don't think you have to do the tier 2. I think the tier 2 encounter, I don't know what I'm saving all my cooldowns for. But I don't think the Zik'fear encounter on tier so here so I'm talking about the lair of Zik'fear. This is like the hidden, you know, tier 11 delve, right? That they talked about way long ago. It's you walk in there and you just fight a boss. That's all it is. It's just to catch anybody up on like what the hell I'm talking about. It's going to come in 2 different tiers. There's question mark and question mark, but he's scaled up to be really, really hard. So you treat him like a tier 11. You know what I mean? If you're doing tier 11 solo, then that's a good sign that you can go ahead and fight Zik'fear too, right? Is this the final boss here? I'm pretty sure it is. He's tanky. He doesn't really do anything that interesting. Yeah, I just don't remember this this encounter like at all. But anyway, so one more thing about that. There is a Nemesis achievement that we can have on, that we have on the Glory of the Delver that we have to do. If I still have Glory up, I don't. I'll go ahead and type it in there. I'm not afraid of this boss in the slightest. He doesn't really do much. So Nemesis, the thing we get when I click on it. Oops. You see, I even stood in that. It really didn't do that much damage. Glory of the Delver. Okay, so Nemesis is the achievement down here in the bottom left. You can see it there. That one is a feat of strength, so we can't see the requirements, but somebody looked it up on Wowhead for me, I think, day before yesterday. I really appreciate that, by the way. And it sounds like we have to beat Zik'fear on question mark difficulty. Am I remembering that correct? Just to make sure, if anyone knows for sure, you can tell me if I'm wrong, but it looks like you have to kill Zik'fear on his first tier, and then you're able to unlock that one right there, and you'll be good to go to get your Glory of the Delver. Now, if you like that really cool, shadowy Delver's dirigible skin, like I do, holy shit, that thing looks cool. You're going to have to kill Zik'fear on question mark, which, again, you have until the end of the season to worry about that, so don't stress about not doing it right now. I don't think I have any keys. Ugh. Oh, man, it's nice to click on it just to make you think you could open it, but, yeah, I don't have any keys here, so I'm just going for Brann XP for this time. I'm going to run back through the delve. I like to do a cursory check after I get to the end just to make sure I didn't forget like that. Any, you know, mislaid curiosities to level up Brann just a little bit more. It's not the bulk of the experience. Bulk experience is just doing it, so you can ignore all mislaid curiosities if you really wanted to. But yeah, I just want to power him up as fast as possible, so I tend to go for him. Gator, you said good morning. Great content. Your peaceful nature is not anxiety-inducing. I appreciate that, Gator. Yeah, I really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, and I'm glad you're enjoying the content. Welcome in here. Thomas said, just avoid and burn him. Just avoid. Yeah, you're right, Thomas. You're talking about that Zik'fear encounter. Oh my God. Yeah, I just get my shit kicked in with him. It's not because of it. You know, he's scaled, I think, at a good level. I think this is a good difficulty for him to be the optional difficult encounter at the end. Jeremiah Sweden, welcome in, man. I appreciate you jumping over here on Twitch. I'm trying to get partnered over there, and that really helps me out. Thank you, thank you. But I think the scaling on him is good. I don't have any complaints about that at all. He's nice and difficult. The thing that's hanging me up right now is I'm doing I need to get better at interrupting his spittle. If and anyone that's done, hasn't done the encounter just yet, you really want to interrupt that spittle because it does a ridiculous dot, and it also gives you a little bit of a slow, which is going to make it harder to avoid those cone attacks he does, which the cone attacks are, we've all seen those before, right? And it'll be a one shot if you get caught in that. On top of that, what also makes him really difficult, it makes him a little bit of a DPS race. I'm a gear. Sorry if I butchered that name there. You can tell me if I got it wrong, but I really appreciate you jumping over there on Twitch, man. Thank you on that. Oh, there's my discovery. What do you know? Yeah, if you don't touch the rock, guys, then you don't get credit for it. Just keep that in mind. Yeah, I'm getting obliterated by that. Here, I'm gonna pop some cooldowns here just to get through this encounter. Yeah, there is a shadow bolt. There's 2 shadow bolts in this pack. I don't have counter shot for that. I just got counter shot back. And then, let's see, Hope Seeker, go ahead and cast, and I'll interrupt it. Thank you, sir. Ooh, looks like Brann did it too. That's all right. Shoot, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Zik'fear. So another thing that makes him a little bit of a DPS race that you want to contend with is going to be killing his cocoons. And actually, you all were super helpful the other day when I was doing my test runs and trying to figure out Zik'fear. There's a macro you can make /target web cocoon, and I attached it to my hunter's mark. So you can find those immediately, because it's a DPS race. You got to kill those before his little web goons pop out. Those little web guys are going to be, they're going to cast a spell that's going to stun you for 5 seconds. And again, if you're stunned for 5 seconds on Zik'fear, he's going to cone attack you and just kill you in a one shot. So you really, it's an overwhelming encounter. So you got to make sure you're hopped up on caffeine or some kind of, you know what I mean? Like really be focused in, because he's, if you miss one thing on him, you die. But honestly, that's how the Pinnacle Challenge should be. It should be nice and difficult and feel really good to get it down. And the nice thing is too, we have all season to get this guy. So if you're struggling on him now, just gear up. Just gear up, and eventually you'll outgear him like crazy, and you'll be able to smash him. So I wouldn't stress too much if you're getting your ass kicked by Zik'fear like I am. He's the long-term goal, you know? What 2 pets you use? I have over here, I have the Cleft Hoof. So this is just a rhino from the Onaran Plains. I'll go ahead and show you on the map really quick. And I mean, I'm sure at this point you all have probably heard me talk about Cleft Hoofs. Cleft Hoofs are fantastic. They're wonderful. I love it when people even ask this question because Cleft Hoofs are the shit. You can find them here or find them here. Just go over there and pick them up. I'll just hover it for a couple more seconds in case you're switching over the window to check it. But yeah, right here or here. Check that out. You can pick up Cleft Hoof over there. The reason why Cleft Hoofs are so amazing, they have an ability called Blood of the Rhino, additional 20% healing received by them from all sources. So men pet's going to do more. Dwarven Medicine. Did you know that Dwarven Medicine also heals your pet? That hot it puts on your pet is going to be increased. Also, its natural regen it has through Predatory Thirst because it is a frosty pet. It's going to get 4% leech, and that's increased. The value of that's increased too by the fact that he receives 20% more healing from all sources. And also he has his 10% extra armor again from Blood of the Rhino. And did I forget anything? Oh, he has his Bloodlust attached to him because once again, he is frosty. So he's a really nice one to take in there. And then if you talk about 2 pets, the other one's Fenrir. So the nice thing about the companion pet with Hunter is that you can just pick one that looks cool. And come on, dude. Look at Fenrir. That guy's a badass. Like, I love Fenrir. Just that, oops, if I can find him. There you go. So he's available over in, oh shoot, what's that dungeon called? The one where you're up there fighting Odin at the end for the trials, Trial of the not Trial of Champions. That's Wrath of the Lich King. Shoot, if anybody remembers, where's Fenrir for anyone that's wanting to go out and get him? What is that dungeon called? I can't remember. But it's basically, it's really cool. It's like based on like Norse, like Valhalla. You're like up there in the warrior fighting area. Hall of Valor. That's it, Lily. I appreciate it, man. Thanks, Lily. Yeah, it's a Trial of Valor, Hall of Valor. It's like one of those, right? You can head on over there. It's so cool. It feels like a Norse mythology up there where you're just going through Valhalla, and it's like you're going to get to the hunting grounds where you have to go hunt down Fenrir and like chase him to his den. The thing is, if you want to get him, just turn it on Mythic. And then once it's on Mythic, you're going to want to chase him down and kill him, and then he'll revive and he'll be sitting inside his cave. And then you can just go ahead and tame that version of him. I don't know if you can tame the first version of him or not, but I'm pretty sure you have to tame the second one, right? Like where you kill him and then he resummons. If I'm remembering that correct, tell me if I'm wrong, guys. It's been a while since I grabbed Fenrir. There's another one I want to get. If we're talking about like the legendary wolves, kind of like Norse mythology, like cool ass wolves. Hattie is the other one I want to get. And actually, Sue, I still remember if you're in the chat over there, you linked the quest where you can actually tame Hattie. And for the life of me, I can't remember which one it was. So I'm in search of that again. If anybody knows the quest where you can tame Hattie, she's the blue, kind of really cool looking wolf. She looks sort of like it's the wolves from the Isle of Dorn, where they're kind of like that blue elemental looking style. If you had Titan Strike, by the way, you know exactly the mob I'm talking about. Titan Strike from Legion. Hey, John, welcome in here to, thanks for subscribing to the YouTube channel over there. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for jumping in. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Yeah, I got to do this one too. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I was going to test something for you guys. Let's do that really quick. Oof. So I might get my run bricked because I struggle with these guys. So once you go tier 9, just for anyone that's missed all the 1,000 changes that we've had with Delves, you start getting those named mobs in there, and they're really, really difficult. I did figure out the fight on a couple of them. There's still one encounter for the named mobs that I just, for the life of me, can't figure out. But here's how it works. If you go tier 9, you're going to start seeing those guys, and I'll show you who they are once we get in there. There's Venombite, Anub Varan, I think that's his name, and Nalak and Tala, whatever their names are. And the first two I can do. The last combo guys, like, for the life of me, I can't beat them. So I'll do my best to see if I can maybe get him down this time. But notice this is what I'm wanting to test there to walk it through with you guys. Zik'fear's influence bumps up by 1 when you bump it to tier 9, right? And so remember, before we were talking about it, the more of those groups you kill, the more Delver's bounty you get, or more Delver's influence you get. And I was going to scroll up in my inventory just to see, or in my chat, to see, well, here, I'll just ask you guys, does anyone remember what is the baseline amount of Delver's progress that you get at each end of each of the delves, like the Bountiful Delves? I'm pretty sure it's 150. I'm testing right now to see if maybe we get 200 because we fight 4 different Zik'fear influence packs instead of the 3. And then that might be a reason why we might want to start fighting things on tier 9 once we're ready to rack it up. So I'm going to do a test on that. If anybody knows off the top of their head, yeah, let me know how much Delver's Journey you get at a baseline. 150 tier 8. Thank you. Thank you, G Sting. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank you. 150 Red Rav. Awesome, guys. Really appreciate that. So yeah, I'll check that out. And I'll test it here, maybe to see, since we're fighting an extra pack, maybe we'll get an extra reward. That might be nice to know. What is the storyline quest that rewards 619? Yeah, Doug, I'm still wondering that too. Hey guys, if anybody knows about how to start that quest for the storyline, so it's basically like, from what I've heard, it's like you get to go in there and see the end of the raid and the storyline with that. If you know how to start that quest and it's like a solo story adventure or something, let me know where that is and I'll show everybody if you happen to know. But Doug's asking about it too. Yeah, if you know how to do that for the 619 item level piece of gear, yeah, that would be really cool to do. But yeah, if you happen to know it, great. If you don't, like, I know a lot of us, I think, are kind of discovering that it even exists right now. So here, I'm gonna pick up this mislead. Let's see, there's a spider in Dornegal, said Ucha's Legacy. Okay, Ucha's Legacy, I'll check that after let's see, after this delve, I'll go up there and check that. Well, shoot, I got to get my bountifuls done. I don't want to get distracted on anything. Here, this is my plan. I'm going to do all my bountifuls. I want to walk through how to make that gear with you guys, just in case there's any returning players that are confused about the crafting order system. And then I want to do that storyline for all that stuff, for the 619 piece of gear, to just help out anybody that needs that as well. So that's my planned progress. I'll try my best to stick to that and not get distracted with other goals. But yeah, I think that's going to be the what I'm going to try to get done here. Ucha's Legacy, you said you got to do the Timewalking raid too. No, yeah, you're right. Ucha's Legacy, and we got to do that. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to work in. I'll get through all that I can. Yeah, hopefully I can do all of these things. That would be really badass. But yeah, everybody, anyone that's not hasn't heard about it yet, there's 2 Timewalking things that you want to keep in mind this week. There's a dungeon that you can do, like a dungeon, like do 5 Timewalking dungeons. We're pretty familiar with that because it's been a recurring weekly. You just want to do 5 Timewalking dungeons. You'll get 597 champion gear in that cache. That's awesome, wonderful. But there is also a 610 piece you can get if you do the raid and kill Illidan. Okay, so, and also I do want to mention too, the 597 piece of gear, you can complete that quest by killing raid bosses as well. So if you wanted to just do all the things at once, you could just go ahead and collect both of those quests, go into the dungeon, Black Temple is what it is this week, and then you can do, you know, 5 bosses in there progressing to Illidan, and once you kill Illidan, you'll be able to pick up 2 caches, one with a champion gear and then also one with a hero piece. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Elokeem, welcome back, man. You said, morning, anyone know how to deal with the mushroom rare inside of the Delves? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The AoE hits way too hard and it's not, and it seems to not be avoidable. Yeah, what class are you playing, Elokeem? Because I would say if you're a hunter, you can range it. It's just like at that point, if you're standing max range from the mushroom, then you'll be fine. It won't hit you. You just have to make sure you're at your max spell range. But if you're doing a melee character, I have no clue what to tell you, unfortunately. Because you're right, it doesn't even seem to be a cast. It's just like he'll just do it, like, and it'll just instantly flop out and just do shit tons of damage. So no clue on that. If anybody has suggestions for melee characters on how to avoid that poison from that mushroom, just let us know in the chat there, because that's really helpful to other melee players. you don't mind mentioning. Let's see, over here. Awesome. Okay, Ucha's Legacy. Here, I'm going to move that over to YouTube as well. I really appreciate that, man, for putting that in there. The waypoint looks like the waypoint for the spider. That's going to start the storyline quest for your 619 piece of gear. Is going to be on that waypoint right there that I moved into YouTube. And if you're on Twitch, just look for Ucha Legacy's chat message right there. Oh yeah, this guy. This is the guy you're talking. This is so convenient. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and test some things out really quick on this guy. Did I accidentally pull him? I accidentally pulled him. So again, like if you are playing a ranged class, I tried to get my pet to take him. Come on. Take him, Kodo. So if you're at range, and shoot, here, I'll trap him. So if you're at range like this, you see, did I get hit by that? Hold on. I could be farther. So here, this is right at my range, right? So I can still cast. I'm still at my range. Oops. Hold on, my pet almost died. Let's go ahead and check the range of that circle. It should hit to just in front of me where I'm standing here. And I'm going to double check, make sure that you don't take damage when you're at max range. This guy is rough though. I remember I was fighting him on a tier 11 and he just wiped our entire group. Fungal Bloom. Okay, so you're looking for Fungal Bloom. Oh, and I still took the damage. Never mind. No, I still think I took at least the back wave of the damage. Okay, let's try this. When he does Fungal Bloom, let's stun him. It's a very short cast, but you might just need a stun for it or some kind of mitigation. Okay, I'm waiting for it. Fungal Bloom. Immune to stun. Oh my god. Wait, what do you do? Oh my god, I have no idea on this one. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna put this guy back in the trap. Wow, that's this is an interesting one. Hold on. What else could we do on this? Because he's gonna be immune to Ice Trap as well. Hold on, I'm gonna feign death here. Oop, he's gonna whack me. What a bastard. Ooh, yeah. I don't know how to stop that from happening. Yeah, if anybody's got any ideas there, I'm probably just gonna fight him the once just because I don't want to like brick my run here. I forgot I'm on tier 9. Shoot. Should I? Yeah. Oh, hold on, guys. I'm gonna restart really quick, just because I want to keep all my lives possible to progress at tier 9, just to make sure. Tier 9s can be a little bit hairy, especially if I run into an impassable named mob that I have to do. So I'll retry this. And usually on the higher tiers, if I go higher than 8, I skip rares, just because I find that they're not worth the risk. I mean, you can see there, like yeah, that unavoidable, AoE is just like crazy damage. Okay, X said this is the link for the crests. Okay, the crests you're saying.
Be nice to couples.
For which one is that there, X? And I know YouTube eats links, like it devours links. So what you could do, X, is if you're over on the Discord, you could send it to me there, and then I could post it over here. Maybe that would help. Something like that, because I know YouTube doesn't like links. It hates them. Holes are Jaeger. You said do these quests, Bountiful Delves, against the current Our Chance from the Strike, the NPC from the Webster Dorn, and close where you get in the Ringing Depths, and follow that quest chain. It takes like 10 minutes. Holes are Jaeger. Are you talking about? Is that for? Do you have to do all that for the storyline? Like for that campaign storyline quest where it's like you get that 619 piece of gear? Where's my pet? Did my pet die? Oh, my pet died. That's why. I didn't realize my cleft hoof died there. Go ahead. Let's get him. Okay, and Joe, you said so the Delve bounty comes from tier 8, even if not bountiful. So according to what people have said in the chat, yes. Now, if I'm talking about what I've confirmed myself, I've had 2 successful drops with Bountiful Delves. So what I can confirm for 100% is that, Zik'fear, so it seems, because the first time I fought Zik'fear successfully, he just dropped a Bountiful Delve, but I also heard somebody earlier in chat say, hey, I just fought Zik'fear and he didn't drop a Delve for me, even though I did get him to run away. From what I've heard, since a lot of people in chat have been saying like, hey, I have gotten a Delve off of Zik'fear, it seems like that's the that's a really good chance of getting it, versus the Bountiful Delves have a smaller chance of getting it than Zik'fear, it seems. But Zik'fear on his own just appearing is really rare, so it's not like that's really something super farmable in general. But right now it seems like Bountifuls just have that increased rate, and then the normal Delves have you know, a little bit of a lesser rate. Now somebody else brought up a really good point in chat earlier too. He was saying that the thing is that we think it looks like Bountiful Delves are I messed that up. It looks like Bountiful Delves are doing better because everybody's testing Bountiful Delves. Not enough people are testing the normal Delves, because normally people's play pattern is to jump on, do their 4 Bountifuls, and then move on for the day. So there's not really enough tests coming out for... I need to trank shot that guy, by the way. He's just enraged. Did I get him? Oh, shoot. I have that on a weird keybind. Yeah, I have my trank shot on 7. Like, what? I don't know. It's a weird one. Delve died, or my Cleft Hoof died. And also, I gotta get into the ring over here. Hold on 1 second. These guys are going crazy. Nice interrupt there, Brann. Brann's doing the stuff. Really appreciate it, Brann. Yeah, that battle shout's good to knock, because it will put a an enrage effect on him. And he's just going to be doing lots of damage. You can trank shot it, though, if you are playing a hunter. And also, Brann can trank shot it for you. So if you miss one, no worries. So you got 2 chances, right? You can either trank shot it if you miss the knock, or you can knock it, and then you won't cast it. But, let's see. Who is Jaeger? You said where you kill the last boss and then a scenario. Oh, nice, nice. It's for the Enchanted Rune Harbinger crest. Oh, got you. Is that so? I'm just double checking. Is that where you can turn a craftable item into a 619? Is that what I'm gathering? So it's not like it gives you a cache and you get a 619 item. You have to then go give that to a crafter. So it's even more reason to tell people about how that crafting order system works today. Because, okay, Joe, I appreciate it. Then I think that's going to help a lot of people. Let's go over that. Like, I definitely want to hit that up after this Bountiful. Because I think there's a lot of people that are going to be stuck on how to use that. Because it's a little convoluted if you've never used it before. But yeah, if you're doing your crests right now, if you're doing that, getting that crest from the last boss, and you're stuck on how the crafting order system works, I don't want to fight that guy. I almost pulled him. I'll go over how to do that. Actually, I'm going to do that before I do my other 2 Bountifuls. I think that is just going to help people out. So just give me a second. I'm going to finish this tier 9, and then I'll jump over there and show you how to do it if anybody's stuck. Just give me a second. Corbin said, I heard that you can get a 610 piece from Timewalking. Do you need the quest for that or just Dungeon Finder? So Corbin, the way that works is that you're going to be able to get that quest from the raid dude. So there's now tell me if I'm wrong, guys, because I haven't went to pick up the quest yet, but in Shatrath, you're going to go over there and you're going to pick up, oops, I didn't mean to pop that. You're going to pick up a quest called Kill Illidan, I think. And it's going to be from the guy that's next to, you know, the Naru that's chilling in Shatrath. And you can set up a raid and everything to go out there and go fight Black Temple, like go do Timewalking Black Temple. And then if you kill Illidan in that raid, then you can come back and get that 610 piece. Also keep in mind, though, that in Dornegal, there's another cache for killing... raid bosses, or you can do time walking dungeons. It's one or the other. You can do either one. And while you're doing the Kill Illidan quest, you might as well go and get your free champion piece as well. Go ahead and pick up that quest from the daily spot in Dornegal. So it's over where Farron is and all the world soul quests and all that kind of stuff. Just head on over there and you'll be able to pick it up. And yeah, you can do both of those at once if you collect both of those quests. Black Temple is super puggable, said Red Rav. Yeah, that's what either you were mentioning that or somebody else was mentioning that yesterday. That's a really good tip. Because like I actually have tended to skip those when I saw those come up, because like, do I really want to do a raid and put that all together? And I mean, Black Temple was not exactly an easy scenario and all that kind of stuff, or easy raid. But I heard that it's kind of like tank and spank for the most part, the way it's skilled for time walking. So That's encouraging enough that, okay, sure, I'll go do it. That sounds like a really good idea. 619 is, or sorry, 610 is nothing to shake a stick at. That's pretty good. Corbin. Oh yeah, I answered that, Corbin. Yeah, so you can go grab those two. And Sam, you said it's super dumbed down for the War Within. Gotcha. All right, Sam, that's good to hear. That's what I'm looking for. Nice, easy run through Black Temple. Red Rav said the boss rush is 30 man. It took me 30 minutes. Put together a raid and then just clear it. It sounds good, man. That sounds awesome. Yeah, I definitely want to do that. Yeah, it sounds like a really easy way to get a 610 piece. Let's see. Bosa said, I avoid WoW players like the plague, especially in raid. What do you mean by that, Bosa? He said, I avoid WoW player like the plague. Are you saying like that type of player, like an elitist player, or yeah? What kind of WoW player are you dodging there, Bosa? And then over there, I am. Let's see. I am Mergier said, I'm so sorry I'm butchering that name, I know. Good day, sir. Can you suggest me which class would be easiest to play on a Steam Deck? Oh, cool, man. You got a Steam Deck. That's such a cool thing to like do handheld WoW. Oh my God, that sounds phenomenal. I would suggest, hey, this class right here. Do a BM Hunter, man, because the thing is you don't have a whole bunch of buttons to press. It's a pretty easy rotation, and I think it would chill very nicely on a controller. That's my suggestion. Or if range isn't your thing, I would also say Frost Death Knight would be another good one. Just go for big obliterate hits. Actually, I heard Arms Warrior's pretty good right now too for just kind of a chill rotation. Yeah, guys, any suggestions in the chat? I know Jocko's like Steam Deck sounds awesome, man. Yeah, no, I've been tempted a couple times when I see people share their screenshots of playing WoW on a Steam Deck. I'm like, yeah, that sounds fucking awesome. But no, any suggestions in the chat there? Let's see. I am Mergier was wanting to do a have a good. Oh, okay. Is this Norwegian Oracle? So yeah, we got a noobver over there. So this is the boss. This is a named mob. But here's the thing. I don't have to fight him because I have camouflage, so I'm going to skip him. I'm going to skip over him, and then I'm not weaning out. I'm going to come back and fight him after the dungeon's over. But for now, oh shoot, where is my? Oh, camo's over here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and camo past him because yeah, this guy's an idiot. Like he's not an idiot. He's just tough. Let's go this way. I do have a clear on him, though. I know how to fight him. But again, I'm trying to get to the end of a tier 9 to see if we get more Delver's progress or not. That's kind of the main objective right now. So if I don't have to fight him, I'm going to avoid him. I can limit test a little bit later. Let's see. Fury Warrior. Shadow Sura said over there for the Steam Deck. That would be fun. That would be fun. I feel like you're playing Street Fighter. Because it's a very like spammy class, and it's just like, yeah, whenever I think controllers, it's just like fun to just press buttons on those. No, that sounds badass. That sounds like it'd be a blast to do a Fury Warrior for that. Prodigy said, I read somewhere that users on handheld using an add-on called GSE for one-button rotations. Interesting, Prodigy. So that's something to check out on the Steam Deck guy over there. One-button rotations with the add-on called GSE. I know console port is another good one to grab if you just like to play with controllers. You can hook up console port to your as an add-on, and it does a great job of like just giving you a map layout for your different keys and stuff. It's really great. I actually I used my fight stick for like, fighting games. I don't know if anybody's used one of those before. I used my arcade fight stick to just play WoW one day just to see what it would be like. And I mean, it didn't work very well, but I could do it because of console port. So that was kind of fun. Let's see. Joe said, oh yeah, the GSE is insane. Joe said, you can basically make macros with skills that use the GCD. Oh my gosh. Wicklighter Volley, I missed it, guys, right here. Wicklighter Volley, if you don't, interrupt that cast, you're going to get a dot on you, and you can see how much damage that did. It did a remarkable amount of damage. And again, tier 9 is going to scale that damage up. If you're tier 11, you might just die if you get that dot on you if you don't do any mitigation. So yeah, it's vicious, and it targets everybody in the party. Like that is a dangerous spell. And I need to put this down. There we go. Yeah, just keep in mind, guys, put your candles down. Your melee players will thank you if you just put it down during the encounter so that they can have a safe place to stand. Okay, I bought, let's see, Dr. Ian Peck, you said I bought, let's see, a set of 3 mappable foot pedals. Oh my gosh. For an OAP gamer. Oh, that's awesome, man. Wow. I didn't know those exist. That's fantastic, dude. That's great to hear that people are making that stuff. Like that's really wonderful for players who need to use it. No, that's really, really cool. Mappable foot pedals. That's amazing. I feel like that, yeah, that'd just be good for anyone to have too, just to have extra, you know, key presses. Like that's really cool. Wow. I don't know, that just blew my mind. That's so cool that that exists. I love that. These guys can skip. Yeah, let's see. Can I have camouflage back up. I'm gonna go ahead and use it. See if I can just get past these guys. Oh, I forgot. They have true sight. Okay, yeah. Just keep that in mind, guys, if you are doing a stealth method. The big guys, the taskmasters. Oops, I pulled an extra one. Let's go ahead and toss a little bit extra cooldowns in this because I actually pulled 3 of them, which isn't a huge deal because these guys did get their damage reduced. The thing I got to watch out for, though, is that I'm going to have to, again, 7. 7 is where I decided to put my trank shot. I'm going to have to use a trank shot on the guys that I can't interrupt. I gave myself a very small little arena to fight in here. I'm actually going to pick this up and I'm going to wiggle so I can get rid of it. Because I want to get a new one so I can have a nice big area to be able to fight these guys in instead of having this little mini thing. And hold on, I got 3 of these guys. I'm just going to try to focus up and not die to this. Blow a couple cooldowns, definitely worth it for these. But yeah, I was just mentioning 8 million less health on these guys, right? They used to have way more health than they have now. Oops, and I see that. I'm gonna, oh, I hear that. Let's see, the Crazy Nurse, welcome in. Thanks for the follow over there on Twitch. I'm trying to get partnered over there, and that all really helps me a lot. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Clefthoof, my Clefthoof is dying. Okay, he's dead. Resummon, no big deal. And then I just got that battle cry. Then let's try to get, yeah, and you see Brann, do you see that tranquilized? That's where Brann just knocked off that battle shout. I don't have a, or battle cry. I don't have a counter shot for that second one I just saw. If you do happen to notice too, which target has the effect, let's see. Dr. Impact, welcome in, man. Tell me if I'm saying your name wrong. I'm trying my best. But yeah, awesome, man. Welcome on over there on Twitch. That really helps me out trying to get, you know, partnered over there. So that's a big help. Oh, thanks for the sub there, too. The Crazy Nurse, thanks for the sub. I really appreciate that. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you, the Crazy Nurse. Big time. Really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. And hey, welcome in today, you know? And yeah, really appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. Shoot, I was trying to remember there. Oh yeah. So with these guys, like the lamplighters, you know, the big dudes, like they got their health reduced by 8 million health in a balancing pass, and a lot of the elite characters did also get their health reduced. But not only that, like web spinners got their health reduced. And this didn't just happen today, by the way. It was the undocumented change that came out on Monday. I think it was Monday. Remember the series of, oh my god, there were so many balancing passes done at Delves. It was like 5 hot fixes in 6 days. Like, it was crazy. But Mystics also, I think they got their health reduced as well. Like you can see, I'm tearing this guy apart right now. Like they didn't used to be like quite that easy to shred. And remember, this is tier 9. You know what I mean? So the casters did get like, because since they're so threatening, they did get their, you know, nerf just a little bit on their health. So that's kind of nice. Let's see over here. Dr. Impeg said, I bought, oh yeah, I remember that you said that too. And then he said $20 for those. Oh my gosh, it was only $20 to pick those up. That's fantastic, dude. Stamp on a health pot saved me so many times. Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. Wonderful. And then Elikim, he said a guildie's push to talk is his foot pedal. That's a good use for it too. That's a really good use for it. I mean, I feel like usually my fingers and hands are so busy that a push to talk's really hard to manage during fights and stuff. And I always forget that to do it, but that's a really, really good idea. Like legendary. Holy shit, that's awesome. And then usually panic stops. Yeah, I understand that too. Yeah, well, awesome, man. I said that name's, oh, Dream Spec. Dream Spec. Oh, I see it now. Gotcha. Okay, I see it now. Dream Spec. Appreciate it. Yeah, no, guys, if I'm ever saying your name wrong on Twitch or whatever, I'm always happy to hear how to say it correctly. Otherwise, you'll hear me stumble over it 1,000 times over again. So feel free to ever correct me. I don't get offended by that. I'm trying to say it correctly. I mean, especially if it's your actual name, like over there on YouTube, a lot of those are actual names. So want to make sure. Oh, and also thanks for the sub over there. Dream Spec, man. Welcome in. Oh, really cool. Yeah, you guys are teaching me something about the foot pedal stuff. I had no idea. That is so great. I'm thinking about just getting one just to have it for push to talk. That's a really good idea. First time here. Hope you have a good stream. Oh, I appreciate it, the Crazy Nurse. Absolutely. And thanks for the sub. I really, really appreciate it. And welcome in here. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. And yeah, thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah, these mystics. I'm loving how squishier like some of these mobs are. I mean, I don't know if it's just my gear that's gotten better. Maybe that's what it is, but no. I mean, it's. I really noticed these guys, the task finders. They just don't take nearly as long as they used to. It used to be a damn slog when you fight those guys, but I feel like it's way more reasonable. Oh yeah, I actually forgot this is tier 9 for a moment. That's cool. Yeah, tier 9's going pretty well. I tried a tier 11, I think it was a couple days back, and got my ass slapped. It's been a net negative on my power growth for and I think all of our power growth when it comes to the hot fixes and stuff. Because I used to be able to clear all the way tier 11 to the end of it, and I was able to kill the boss, but I didn't get it like my tier 11 solo. Because I did run out of lives, and I just attempted it again after I ran out of lives, and I was able to kill him the time after I ran out of lives. So I'm still working on getting my tier 11 solo. I did do it as a duo. Yeah, me and Rhino from Twitch chat over there, we both went through tier 11 together. Made that happen, but I haven't secured my solo just yet. Okay, I'm just trying to dodge that. So Wick Lighter is where I want to keep my my interrupts for. This guy also does a fireball that does a similar thing, but yeah, Wick Lighter Volley. I'm gonna interrupt that. And then I just used my stun on the charge that he does too. But yeah, there's only two things to worry about for Spitfire chargers. They're gonna charge and leave a molten flame area down. Ooh, that sucks. I hate the fact that you ran into that. Did I pull? I pulled two. Okay, cool. So this is gonna be a big fight right here. I'm gonna pull some cooldowns here. I'm gonna go ahead and preemptively put a shield wall on because there's just a lot to keep track of right now. I don't have, yeah. This is really unfortunate, but I think we'll be okay. I still have Feign Death. I have a pot. I'm gonna go ahead and layer that other shield wall down there too. And again, I'm thinking more for my pet's sake, because he's tanking a lot of stuff right now. Oh, layer Men Pet on there too. Yeah, looks like we're fine. I'm gonna go ahead and get this Mystic down. The thing about Mystics is they're gonna run over there in the corner, and then they're just gonna shoot. Are you really going over them? Do I gotta chase you in there, man? But you see what he does? He runs to the corner, and then he's just gonna, sit in a little. Let's see, hold on. I tried to. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna kite back a little bit, even though we're gonna go into. Yeah, this is fine. Again, it's like you can step out of the light if you need to for a moment. You just need to know that you got to get back there eventually. Keep in mind you're losing your max health over time. But overall, you'll be fine. Okay, so I stepped back so I could avoid some of that AoE damage that's coming out from the big guy. And sorry, guys, this pull turned into a little bit of a mess, but it looks like it's a slow recovery. Slow recovery. Eek. Oh, that hurts so bad. I'm going to go ahead and... I'm turtling because I picked up a dot for the Mystic. or wick lighter. It was a wick lighter volley. And again, I just refreshed my stacks. So I'm going to step out of there again because that's just a lot of AoE. Oop. Okay, I'm going to... Oh, shoot. I almost had it. Damn. Okay, so what I needed to do there was to drink my Delver's Delight and feign death a little earlier so I could dodge those 2 casts. Yeah, that was just my bad. That was a fun fight, though. Sometimes the chaos that happens makes it a little bit more entertaining. But... let's see. Mikey Games, you said, have we confirmed yet that maps drop in non-bountiful delves? So I've heard from so many sources that it has, like from the chat there. So many people have said it. Yes, like any normal person would be like, yeah, okay. It does. You know what I mean? I haven't confirmed it for myself though. Like I haven't seen it drop for me. I did find my second drop though. I found my second Delver's Bounty drop and it came from Zik'fear himself in a breach. So yeah, that's what I can say for myself so far. But yeah, Mikey Games, I'm with you. So you're that type of guy too. You said, I want to see it for myself. Exactly. And also you want to loot it for yourself too. But no, I'm with you. Usually with that kind of stuff, it's like, I just like to confirm it for myself, to see it for myself. So I just know for sure. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, no, I can say like everybody in chat has been given so much data on this and it's fantastic to hear it. But it seems like you can get it from non and also, of course, you can get it from bountiful. And I'm going to keep testing the normals too after I finish my bountifuls as well. So just to make sure we get all the data we can. Yeah, no, so it's just, yeah, so far, I guess like if I'd say order of, maybe the most success that I've heard is Zik'fear encounters seem to be on top. It seems like if you fight Zik'fear, there's the highest chance of finding your map, which makes sense because those encounters in general or by themselves are, you know what it was? I think this Wick Lighter guy came later in the fight, and he also is paired with a Mystic. That's such a dirty combo there. I'm gonna pop a couple cooldowns because these guys, even by themselves, are pretty crazy. Just, it's just the cast, because they both put dots on you, and it's a decent amount of damage. I don't have, I didn't have a counter shot for that Wick Lighter volley, unfortunately. So I have to tank that, that dot. But luckily, Brann's got some potions for me. And this is why, also, like, people have been asking in the chat, like, do you use damage Brann? Why do you not use damage Brann? Why not just go with, damage Brann instead of healer Brann? It's just I have more security with healing Brann. Again, we did get that 125% buff to healing Brann, stronger than he's ever been right now, right? So like when shit hits the fan like that, it's nice to have healing Brann in the back. And yeah, I'm more about just having smooth runs than I am about speed running them. I don't really care if they take a little bit longer because he's healing. I'd rather just not die and secure my loot. That's kind of my attitude towards it. But if you're speed running, it's like, of course, damage Brann's going to be better. But yeah, to each their own. But especially if you're pushing higher delves, I'd say tier 9. Like I'm doing tier 9 right now. It's for me, it's way better to have that, that extra healing coming out of Brann, especially if I'm running that Blood of Zik'fear relic, and I might swap that out here for higher tiers of delves. You make yourself a little bit more fragile by like reducing your max health by a lot. Like it can go down by up to 50%, so you literally just have half your health, which is just, yeah, you're going to be doing a lot more damage, but yeah, it's just a little bit more risky. And I feel okay with taking on that risk if I do have that blood relic equipped, or if I have, if I have the healing Brann equipped is what I meant. Ilanara, you said he popped up in mine yesterday. I didn't last long. Yeah, Ilanara said my first 2 fights on Zik'fear were the exact same. He popped in, punched me in the face, I died. And then I was like, all right, okay, you've gotten me twice now. And I was just like always thinking about him, like, okay, he's going to come in here eventually. And then, yeah, he popped in and then I was able to kill him that last time. It wasn't an easy fight though. Like the guy's, he packs a punch. When I died him the first time, his auto alone hit me for like over 1 million damage. Like it was nuts. Or it might have been like 850,000 or something. Like it was a lot of damage. Yeah, he's nothing to take for granted. He does a lot. Red Ravs did some testing on Brann healing versus damage Brann, and they do about the same DPS, but the Brann interrupt was, oh yeah, and the 40% execute, the healer Brann, tranquil and heals. Yeah, I'm with you, Red Rav. I can see that for sure. I can see that for sure. Yeah, it's basically, you think about it as, like, if you want your runs to be smoother, then you would just go healing Brann. If you want to get through faster and just have more damage than damage Brann. It does seem, in general, though, you get way more value out of the damage Brann on the Zik'fear fight specifically. And I'm not talking about the Delve Zik'fear we were talking about 2 seconds ago. I'm talking about the lair Zik'fear, where he's like actually in his lair and stuff. That fight, there's a little bit of a DPS race when it comes to the cocoons, because if the cocoons pop and you don't damage them down fast enough, then you're dead, because those little, you know, the little Nerubian guys are going to put you in a 5-second stun, which on the Zik'fear fight is absolutely batshit insane, because he does that cone attack that gives you hardly any time to get out of the cone, and it's an instant one-shot. So basically, you're going to get stunned, coned, dead repeatedly. Or if you get caught in his AoE fear, you know, you're dead again. So, all that being said, there's nothing that heals aren't going to save you from being one-shot, right? So I would say if you are trying to progress on Zik'fear, and you guys showed me this the other day when I was trying to do a couple progress attempts, you're like, try damage Brann out, and I tried him out so much better. So I would say that's the one case where absolutely no question you want to go with, you know, Brann on healing, or sorry, Brann on damage if you're trying to do an attempt on Zik'fear just to get the cocoons down mainly. Okay, so let's go and fight Waxface here. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Elokeem just mentioned here too. He said healing Brann is 100% of the way for solo delves. Yeah, I'm liking it too, man. I'm liking it a lot. Doug said, yes, I dropped it. It dropped in a regular tier 8 for me yesterday. I appreciate it, Doug. Yeah, guys, I really appreciate all the data on the drops for, and he's talking about, by the way, guys, the Delver's Bountiful, or the Delver's Bounty. It dropped for him on a tier 8 regular delve yesterday. So it gives us a reason to keep running those delves. Again, I'm trying to confirm that. Just, I want to see it. I really want to see it. And then once I do, you know what I mean? Like, I am so excited. But yeah, it looks like right now, just confirming it based on what the community is saying here, it looks like we can't expect that, that it will drop from normal delves. Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay. So Kill in Time FX, welcome in, by the way. You said, I think you missed a, Mislaid Curiosity. I probably did. I'm going to go back through and collect a couple Mislaid Curiosities at the end. I tend to miss those when they first come through, but I really appreciate the call out there because I want to get those for all my Brann XP. I try to level up Brann as much as I can, and just staying vigilant with that's really important. I appreciate it. What's your item level, Salt? So you're asking my item level. I'm 604 item level right now. And hopefully I can get a decent piece out of that cache at some point on Illidan. Maybe bump that up a little bit more. And then, hey, I mean, every Delver's Bounty map that drops, that's a sweet hero gear that's going to drop too. So if you're trying to drive item level, I mean, Delver's Bounty is where it's at for sure. Fit and Focus family, welcome back, by the way. You said, do we know the like the new cap on Brann? The new cat, Jocko said 604 Giga Chat. I don't know. I've heard people are like really high up there. So I don't think I can claim that, but I appreciate it. Fit and Focus family is asking, by the way, guys, so this is, I'm going to put this out to you all because I know that there's, not in line of sight. Hold on. I'll move this over. Because, I know that there's some people out there that have been running multiple characters through their bountifuls, and I've only been doing one character each day just to kind of see where the single player, you know, where the only one character player experience is at. Has anyone found the new Brann cap just yet? Does anyone know? So all the guys that are doing multiple characters in all of their Bountiful Delves, you've probably found the cap, or maybe you're on your way to finding it now. It was 38, but I imagine it's been raised. Actually, yeah, I know for sure it's been raised because somebody mentioned they had a 40 Brann yesterday. Yeah, where's the cap? Anybody find it yet? Fit and Focus family is wondering right now. Let's see. Salt says, what item level would you recommend for attempting tier 8 on a BM Hunter? I am at a measly 561 right now. Salt, I can tell you what I did it on. So I pushed tier 8. Oops. Ooh, that was nasty. Did you see that damage? That was crazy. I pushed to tier 8. And do I have some cooldowns? I do. I'm saving these for Doomsday. Hold on. I pushed a tier 8 right after the season came out. I did it as a 571 item level, so a heroic leveled character, and I didn't get any loot from Delves or anything at that point when I first attempted it. Yeah, so I had a tier 8 Bountiful Delve. First time I did it was the heroic. So 150, guys. We just confirmed it. Hold on. We did not just confirm it. Let me check the cache. Let me check the cache too. 150 is what you get for the end of a tier 9 delve. Let's see what we get from you know, the cache, if there's any extra goodies in there. I don't think there will be, so I think we confirmed it, but we'll check. Yeah, so that's what I did, and it was hairy. It was like a little bit difficult just because like there's some casts, and I was learning like, you know, who was threatening and that kind of stuff. Ooh. Wait, hold on. Shoot. Oh, that's cool. So this is a Warband piece of gear that's at the veteran item level that dropped from the tier 9 here. And so I can pass that on to my other characters. That's really cool. It's a leather armor. So that's cool if I wanted to do a leather character. Oh, that's awesome. Has anyone else found these too? Yeah, 584 veteran piece Warband. Because like I've been saying that they haven't been using Warband like equipable items enough. I want to see tons of those. I want to be passing stuff to my alts. I want to be leveling those, or like gearing those guys up just by doing stuff in my main. Because that's kind of like the big feature of the expansion. And hell, I'm really excited to see a veteran piece drop just as an end like small chest. So guys, if that's any indication, because I don't know, I'm curious. I want to know if those drop also now in normal delves, because I'm in a bountiful. But keep an eye out for these. It looks like you can gear out your alts with you know, veteran pieces at the end of delves. That's fantastic. I'm so happy to see that. I hadn't seen one of those just yet, so I guess that's why I'm losing my mind about it. But really cool. So tier 9 for that. Jocko said, Gladius Gaming, have you done the world boss yet? I have. Good point there, Jocko. Yeah, I have picked up the world boss, so I'm good to go on that. Again, guys, if you haven't opened your vault just yet, I do suggest doing all those RNG mechanics first. Like the world boss is one of those where you just want to... Ooh, I went back to the start. Okay, hold on one second, guys. I do want to just jet through here, check for mislaid curiosity, see what I missed, and then I'll move on to the next delve. But if you're opening your, you know, your loot for the week from the vault, just go ahead and double check. First of all, make sure you have the right loot spec selected, and then because your vault items are going to be generated based on that loot spec, and you can't change it after you open it. Let's fight this guy for fun. Let's go ahead and fight the boss for fun. I'm going to try pulling them all at once, but I'll do that in just a second. But yeah, no, just make sure you grab that vault, but do your RNG stuff first. Let's see. Bad Juju, welcome in here, man. You said, let's see, what is that one for? You said 98.6, 98.653. What is that for, Bad Juju? Just to make sure I'm getting that right. Figleaf, you said, I think I've done around 20 to 25 Bountiful Delves. I've never seen one of these Zik'fear breaches. Is that a requisite or something? So Zekvir breaches are just like, it's randomly going to say like Zik'fear has breached your delve, and then you're going to see Zekvir running down the hallway to kill you. You just have to get him to 50% health and he'll run away and he'll leave a claw. You said, is there a prerequisite? I don't think there is a prerequisite at all for that. Actually, I had my first Zik'fear encounter pretty early on, and it wasn't a group delve, and then I had it again happen in a solo delve, so it could happen in group or solo. Elenara said he popped up in mine yesterday, and I didn't last long. Yeah, so it gets you really fast. Rainbow Cash, you said I've had 584 Warband equipped item, so WoW item, drop out of a normal tier 8 before. Okay, cool. Awesome, Rainbow. I appreciate it. That's always Rainbow Crash. That's a really good tip there to give us as well. So guys, you can get gear for your alts inside of the end caches on normal and bountiful, it sounds like. So that'd be pretty cool. 2x Truck. So do you know if, let's see, the new cap is at a 28 bountiful delve for XP at reset. Okay, so you're not sure about the new cap. Yeah, we're trying to figure out that new cap to see if we can find where Brann is going to be stuck. And then you said I've gotten about 10 pieces at this point. Also, see above clad. Oh, Red Rav? Let me see. You said The drop rate of the maps I've been slowly testing with my friend group. Without Zik'fear, currently it's at a 6% drop rate from bounty delves and a 0.9% from non-bounty delves. Okay, that's a really good data point there. Okay, so it's really, really low, it seems, from non, and then you get a little bit extra from being bounty, it sounds like, from your findings. I'm still testing, though. I appreciate it, Red Rav. Yeah, good on you guys for, you're helping everyone out by putting some data down on the table for us and doing some big tests there. That's awesome. Nick said, yeah, I've been able to get Zik'fear fear with the quest. Let's see, Zik'fear. Yeah, you'd be able to get him with the quest. Yeah. So like he drops a quest item too, I'm pretty sure, right, Nick? Is that what you're saying? And then Elokeem's just saying kite Zik'fear around the entire delve. And does his leash reset? I don't think it does. I think it's just, he just hits you, and you won't, like, you might be able to make him despawn if you walk out of the delve, but also you reset your progress. So yeah, I guess like there's really no avoiding it. You got to kill him or die if he comes in. He's basically like the butcher from Diablo 4. It's pretty much the same thing. He's coming in to kill your ass, and either you deal with him or he deals with you. All right, let's go and take this guy out, or at least try him. So I'm just going for a rough pull. I'm going to try to dodge those. Let's see. Oops, I stood in a swirl. Yeah. No, this guy's a pain in the ass. I'm kind of remembering his mechanics now. So God, I hate this. I hate this guy. I'm going to do it one more time, then I'm done. I'm not going to like try to progress this guy because, again, I got Bountifuls to get to. Actually, okay, I'll do him one more time. But no, he's a pain in the ass because he has like 4 cronies, and the two of them are like casters. 2 or 3 of them are casters, and one of them's going to sit there and channel a spell that's going to give everybody more armor. It's just, oh my god, it's so annoying. So I have to find the Oracle. He's the first guy I got to deal with, and then I got to move to everybody else. And fighting him in a choke is really hard too. That's Webcaster. Shell Guard is not a big deal. I need the Oracle. There's an Oracle in here, right? Let me see. Shell Guard. Oh, there was... I saw him. Hold on. Oracle. Okay, that's the guy. So he's going to do a Zik'fear's something, and it's like going to, just buff everybody. Let's deal with him first. I lost all my cooldowns now, which sucks, but yeah, let's try that first. Let my pet go in there. Get a little heal on him right now. Zik'fear's Verve. Let's go and stun him. I'm going to go and feign death right away. And then let's see if we can get this Zik'fear's Verve guy down. Oops. It's so hard fighting this guy in a choke because look at all of those little swirlies that are put on the ground. Yeah, okay. I'm not doing that right now. That guy's crazy. Yeah, I got to have way more brain power to be able to handle that, and I'm still drinking my coffee. So I'm going to go ahead and just repair my gear and... step out of the dungeon. Just so you know, guys, you can skip those. You can skip those when you see them. Sometimes they'll be put in your way, though, and you can't skip those. In that case, if you're progressing tier 9 and above, you can reset by just going out and walking in. It really sucks, and it's annoying, but that is just what you got to do if you can't fight those guys just yet. It's your only way to get past them for now, until you can outgear them or just outstrat them. But I find them to be harder than bosses, like actual bosses. All right, let's go down. Oh, I was going to show you guys something really quick. Here, 1 second. I wanted to walk through the crafting order station just really quick for new players and returning players, because a lot of you guys are going to be getting that 619 piece from the story mode guy. Let me step up there really quick to show you. So yeah, here. Also too, I'll go ahead and grab that waypoint. It was up there in chat. I'll grab it again. So I can go and show you where the quest is for the spider guy. That gives you a quest in Dornegal for the 619 little consumable thing. Let's go find that. I'm just checking. Is this it? Concerned friend. I don't think that's going to be it, but yeah, I'll go ahead and grab that waypoint again really quick. I was up here in chat, I thought. Hold on, guys. Just 1 second. I know... Do I still have my clipboard by chance? I do. Okay, I still have my clipboard. That's fantastic. Okay, so here. Let's go ahead and take a look. Over here. So he's 391 yards away. This is the guy that's going to give you the quest to go into the raid and basically see the end of the storyline and all that kind of stuff. right here. Where is he? Oh, this guy? Is that him? He's so little. Oh my gosh. Okay. And it says our chance to strike. So meet with the Lady Vizier in the Royal Apothecary, all that kind of stuff. So I think this is going to be the breadcrumb quest that's going to lead you over to do all that stuff. So guys, go to Webster. He's located over here. If you're working your way to try to get that 619 piece, this is the guy you want to do. I might make a video about this, so I'm going to wait to pick up this quest and do all that stuff. So I'm going to do it a little bit later. But I imagine the storyline's not that hard to do. What you probably are going to get stuck on if you're a new player or a returning player, you're going to be confused on what to do with the little item they give you. How do you get that 619 piece? It's going to be from the crafting orders station. And again, I'm just kind of thumbing my way through it because I don't have the item on me, like, because I have to do that quest to get it, but I'll show you kind of how I think it's going to work, right? So let's see. It's an armor, right? It's one of the armor things they give you, right? If anybody, just let me know your quest reward. But it should be like, we'll click on a couple things here. So first of all, I can't apply it to that. I think it's going to be the Elgari's competitor. Shoot, which are the ones? Okay, optional reagents. Yeah, this is what we're talking about. Let's see, that's just embellishment. So let's try, hold on guys. You see, even like I've done this 1,000 times on Dragonflight and coming back to it's confusing as hell. Recalibrated, this one. Okay, here it is, here it is. So guys, this is what you're gonna have to do. So if you're trying to make an item, you're gonna find the item that you're wanting to make. And from the quest, it sounds like you're gonna get an enchanted, ruined Harbinger crest, right? That is an optional reagent that you can put on your crafting order, right? So you're going to go over here, find the item you want to make, and then select it. It's going to be a spark item. Okay, so you need to make sure you have a spark so you can actually make this. Buy all the stuff, all the junk on there. Again, you hit track recipe, and if you have Auctionator, just click the search button that's going to appear over here. That I don't see right now for whatever reason. I think you have to go to the auction house for it to show up. Go to the auction house, click on it, and then search button will here, click it. And then you can find all these reagents really, really fast. Make sure you have your spark as well. You should have an additional spark this week because we got 2 so far. And then this week, I think you get your second fragment of the third. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I just haven't done it just yet. Or I just haven't right-clicked the fragments. And then once you have all that junk up there, you're going to apply your optional reagents. So then you're going to put this thing on there, which is going to make it more difficult for the crafter to make it. But notice, look at this, sets the item level based on the crafting quality for 606 to 619. That means if you get a really badass crafter in there and you give him really awesome reagents for him to make this thing, you can have him bump it all the way up to 619 possibly, right? So if you have a buddy that's really good at doing this, you're going to just go to the crafting order station, click on the item that you want them to make, and then you're going to attach all those items that I just mentioned, all the reagents, and then all that. And then you're going to be able to send it off in the crafting order station. You'll be able to go ahead and make it. But just keep in mind that only the Spark of Omens items crafted on the crafting order station are going to be able to have the enchanted ruined Harbinger crest attached to it. You can't do it on, like, remember the guy we were looking at a second ago, you can't do it on like the plate helm or anything like that, because look, it just takes a missive which guarantees the stats that are going to come onto it. So I do highly suggest doing that too, by the way. And then also the embellishment is going to be like the additional effect that the armor piece is going to have. So yeah, you probably want to grab an embellishment if it's an embellished piece. I'm going to be grabbing an embellishment. I'm going to do the fur, this one, Dawn Thread Lighting. Once I, go through this quest and everything, I'm going to make this because 80% health, gain critical strike while you're above that. That's great for me because I love crit on my BM Hunter. So for example, mine's going to look like that. And then I'll attach my, ruined Harbinger crest as well on my spark item and all that, blah, blah, blah. So there you go. That's how it works. If you're wanting to use that item, that's where you use it. I think a lot of people are going to pick that up from that quest this week and be like, oh, okay, looks nice, but I don't know what the fuck to do with this. And they're going to forget about it. Make sure you use that. That is really, really, really nice. It's a quite a nice gift for you to be able to get a powerful item. And I imagine you should be able to get one of those on each one of your characters. I bet, if I had to guess. And again, I haven't done it yet, but I'll give it a test after this. I'm going to make a video on it later, so I just want to make sure I have it up there for them. Hi, I said, so this is Des Dominique, you said, did you not want your Delver's Bounty treasure from that delve? So just to let you know, great question on that. Because the thing is, that's a little bit weird with delves, is that you're not going to be able to have a key for every one of your delves that you go into. And like, because believe me, I'd love to crack every single chest open that I could. But the problem is the income of keys can't match the output you need to open up every single one of those chests. So you just end up running some of them. Oh, I went to the wrong place. You end up running some of them that you just don't have keys. Now, you might be wondering, well, then why would you even go in there in the first place if you don't have a key to open it? The main thing is that it does give Brann experience, and Brann experience is something that's you're hard up for after you get above level 15, because he stops getting any experience from normal delves, and it starts to be only bountiful delves that you get it. Like, look at this right here. I get this extra companion experience, and this is not available to me on normal delves, right? I've already used my 4 keys yesterday that I gained, and then my key shards. Where are my key shards at? My key shards are, oh, there, right here. I have 24 of them, so I don't have enough to make another key. So that's why that is. You said, gotcha. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, it's a great question. Because yeah, it's weird to see me just walk past that, box and not even open it. But that's why. And everyone, I think we confirmed it. There's no real point to higher tiers. Even for Delver's Journey, you don't gain any benefits. That test on tier 9 was just to make sure of that, but it looks like there's no reason to jump into a higher tier. Even Delver's Journey doesn't benefit from it. Even though you are fighting extra Zik'fear mobs, it doesn't increase the amount of rewards at the end. It's just basically, it's a checkbox, and it's not a, you're not getting additional points per pack. It's just a checkbox that you've done all the packs. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's mainly it there. So now we know though. So we don't need to go into tier 9s if we don't really want to, unless we're doing it for fun. I've yet to find any reason to do higher tiers outside of the fact that you're just doing it for entertainment. Like you're just looking for that extra challenge. So, Jocko said, what is the enhanced rune crest? I think Legacy asked about it. Oh, Uchi's Legacy, were you asking about it too? Let's see. It's the final slot. Yeah, the 1 extra fragment this week. Uchi's Legacy, were you talking about the Rune's Crest as well? Oh, and then Bosa, I'm glad you said that over there. You said we are 1 of 2. We're half of the way to our 3rd spark. Right. Bosa, I think you're right. Actually, let me look at my inventory. Let's see, what is it called? Omen? Yeah, I think you're right. We're halfway there. Yeah, we're halfway there. And now the Bon Jovi song's in my head. That easy, that quick. But no, we are halfway there, almost there to our next spark on Tuesday. We will get it. Oh. Okay, well, so hold on there. It looks like Nightbot just hit you over there with a deleted message. So Minjin, I'm new to Nightbot over there. I don't know if Nightbot was supposed to do that. So I'll be checking the records just to see if it was supposed to do that or not. But yeah, you might have got banned by mistake, just so you know. I'll take a look at it in just a second. But it's banning links, I think. Yeah, just don't put links in the chat over there on Twitch for now, I guess. I just started Nightbot actually yesterday, and I'm still, like, again, I'm new to this. I'm really new to this, so I don't know if I have all the settings tweaked just right. But something for you guys to know over there on Twitch is if you do !Discord, you can get the link to the Discord. If you do !build, you can get my my link, my import string for the build if you wanted to use that. What else do you guys got? Oh yeah, if you wanted a link to YouTube, there's !YouTube. I'm working on extra commands though too, if you wanted to make use of all those guys. So just letting you know over there on Twitch. Oops. Ooh, I want to grab this. I'm gonna grab this in the dark. This is the coolest thing about, I can't do that. But the coolest thing about the dark is you can't even see the mobs or anything that's going on. So you're just kind of, yeah, you can't even see anything. Like it has to be right in front of you. Really a cool effect, but yeah, I just have to go get a candle. Yeah, there you go. Somebody used it. There you go. Old Great Papa. Appreciate it. So yeah, guys, if you're interested in grabbing the Discord, it's going to be linked there with !! Discord. And then YouTube guys, I'm still working on setting up Nightbot for you all. Apparently it does work over there. I just need to figure it out. For YouTube, I think there's extra little bit of finagling that needs to happen for it to function on YouTube, because it's normally a Twitch thing apparently. But yeah, I'm trying to learn, you know, adding things for you guys as I come across them. Let's see. Uja's Legacy says, no, I know what it is. Okay. Just making sure. Not bad. Notice you're, okay. You said I still haven't crafted anything. Yeah, Jocko, so you said you're still working on crafting stuff. Yeah, the Spark of Omen is what I would suggest taking a look at, what you want to craft for that. And if you're following a build guide for your class, they're going to have a suggestion on exactly what to build first with your Spark of Omen, because it's a big power spike. And also too, you got to be careful about what embellishments you put on there. Embellishments, you're limited to 2 of them, so you want to make sure you're grabbing the one that's the most valuable to you first. And there's going to be armor exclusives and weapon exclusives for embellishments. So it's basically like you need to decide which one's stronger for you, your specific class, to be able to grab that armor embellishment or grab that weapon embellishment or whatever embellishment you need. Because again, you're limited to 2 embellishments, but you don't have to do weapon and armor combo. You can do 2 armor if you wanted as well. Just basically you get 2 embellishments, period. You said save. Gosh, you said you're gearing up your MM Hunter and have no idea what to craft. Jocko, I don't have a suggestion for you on MM. Yeah, I'm not sure on that one. What I did is for Beast Mastery, I did craft my weapon first. You know, weapon DPS, of course, is a big influencer on your damage. And I grabbed my embellishment for that. Now, I'm really excited, though, to get my next Spark, which I guess we'll get on next Tuesday, because I can pick up that embellishment for the above 80% health. You get extra crit. And the nice thing about playing a BM Hunter is you chill in the back line. Most of the time, you're going to be max health anyway. And so you just pump in extra crit. And crit is such a valuable resource when it comes to Beast Mastery. You get so much value out of that due to Piercing Fangs, and then just the additional crit damage we get from our crit chance. Just a lot of scaling stuff for BM, especially pack leader BM. We love crit, period. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm after. I'm excited about that embellishment next week. Yeah, and it's POW V2s. Yeah, so Ucha's Legacy is mentioning over there the weapon. If you all are playing Hunter, POW V2 is the one you might want to go for in terms of crafted. Okay, BM and MM are similar. Ucha's Legacy just mentioned over there on YouTube. Good. Yeah, so might be a good option for you. Desmonique, you said, love your guides, Gladius. I was super hyped to see that you started streaming. Hey, cool, awesome. I really appreciate that. I'm glad the content's helping, and yeah, welcome in over here on the stream. Thanks for joining in over here too. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying the content. I'm like learning my way around streaming to kind of figure out how the whole system works, but I've been having a blast with you guys. I've really been enjoying doing this with y'all. So yeah, I'm going to continue doing this because yeah, it's a lot of fun with you guys. I really enjoy it. Also, too, guys, just mention, I know on YouTube you guys don't have the link to the Discord, so I'm going to go ahead and plop it in there too. If you all did want to look for a group to play some WoW with and hang out with, there's some really cool guys over there on the Discord. Putting this together just with community members, and yeah, if you're looking for people to play WoW with, there's some great ones in here. And you can see them in the chat too. Really cool guys. Hey, Cha-ching, you said good morning. So I'm going to go ahead and pop it in both places. There you go. If you're looking for a community to play WoW with over there on Discord, we're happy to have you. Eventually, someday, we'd love to get some raids going and all that kind of stuff. But for now, yeah, just feel free to jump on in there. And hold on, I got my windows all messed up from doing that. Hold on. Where was I? Oh, there I was. Okay, got it. So yeah, if you're interested in joining in there, no pressure to raid either. If you're like, hey, I'm not a raid player, that's totally fine. If you just wanted to come in there and even just talk about WoW or lurk, it doesn't matter. No pressure. If you just wanted to have, be around people who just talk about WoW, there's people dropping tips over there too. The great thing about the community here is that everyone is so ready to share and help each other. And it's really exciting to see because I mean, I couldn't ask for a better community around just helping each other, just learning about the game. It's a complicated game, guys. We got a complicated game that we play here, so there's a lot of things to learn at each given moment. Des Domique, you followed over there on Twitch. I really appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, I really appreciate you following over there. I'm trying to get partnered. All that really helps me out. So thank you, and I'm glad you're enjoying the content again. I'm 2 by truck. Said nice. I just got the mint scented candle hat. Nice, dude. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, I want to check that one out. From the Delve. So it was a Delve drop. I love seeing those cosmetics when they drop. So far, I've only found the oh, what was it? Shoot, it was the Nerubian back piece. I found that one a while back, and then I thought I found one more. Yeah, I can't remember, but it was yeah, I'm excited to see those. What I'm really after those, the fungus hat, like you said, or you have the candle. I want to get the fungus hat and the candle. Both of those sound really fun. But really, the ultimate cosmetic that I want more than anything is Brann and Reno's hat. That sounds so damn fun. It reminds me of Indiana Jones. Yeah, I think that's the exact kind of theming they were trying to go for with the Adventurers Guild and the Delve stuff. It really feels like Indiana Jones, and so I just think it'd be so cool to have that hat, man. Big fan of Indiana Jones films from back in the day. Monocular, you said I did tier 3 bountifuls and got my first map and a hero trinket. Got branded 23 yesterday. Woot. Hell yeah, Monocular. Awesome, man. Awesome. That's really great. It feels great to power up Brann because he just is such a powerhouse and making those delves just so much smoother. Like he really is a badass, even with all this shit he gets you into with breaking CC and stuff. Still, the amount of stuff he does help you with too is invaluable. Like, no, it's wonderful powering up that companion. Joanne, you said, pardon my ignorance. Not at all, dude. Here's the thing. At least in this community here, like, there's no such thing as a stupid question. Never is there a stupid question. You ask what you ask. Like, you're totally fine. So I'm a returning player. Welcome back, by the way. Welcome back to WoW. You said, how do players from different servers play together? So here's how it works. If you wanted to play with another player, there's a couple options, right? So they're on a different server than you, but you wanted to invite them to group. There's two things. First off, your Battle.net friends, and you can see a Battle.net tag if you open up your social. So press O and look at the top right. There's going to be a name and then a string. That's going to be, you use that to make Battle.net friends, and then you can connect through that. And then you can just right click and set invite there. Nice and easy. But say you want to invite somebody that isn't on your friends list, you can still do a /invite command. But what you're going to need, instead of just their character's name, you're also going to need their realm. And the way it's going to work is it's going to be here. I'll write, like, for example, let's say you wanted to invite me. You would do /invite. Let's see, Gladius GG hyphen Black Dragon Flight. Okay, so that would be, like, for example, if you wanted to invite me, that would be the command. So you just fill it in for your for your guy, like for whoever you're trying to invite. You would just change it to their realm and name. That's how it works. But yeah, no. It's really cool that they've done like cross-realm grouping. Also, keep in mind this too. This is gonna blow your mind, Joe. If you're a returning player, you can play with other players from other factions too. So you can play Alliance players can play with Horde players can play with Alliance players. You can actually invite them to the same group and go progress dungeons and all that kind of stuff together. The main issue is that you can't do any queued content as of now. So that's going to be your BGs. It's going to be your, LFR, LFG, LFD, like any of those. You're not going to be able to do, queue up with your buddies. Unfortunately, I hope that they lift that restriction soon, because I think it's just kind of a, they have the tech out there, obviously, because we can walk in there together. So I don't really know why the queue system is still set up that way. I kind of understand the battlegrounds, like if they keep that the same. But again, do you guys remember back in Shadowlands, they might still have it now, where you can sign up as a mercenary and you can fight for the other faction? You know what I mean? So obviously they have the tech in there to make it so that you can change your character over to, the opposite faction. I'd like to see them extend that tech to be able to make it so you can, play with queue with characters from other factions as well. I think that'd be really good. Sir Smashington said, just picked up Faultline yesterday. Absolute unit. Hell yeah, dude. No, Faultline is amazing. Congratulations on that. Yeah, no, that's wonderful. I really like Faultline. I'm gonna grab this over here. Faultline, if for anyone that doesn't know, you can look him up on Wowhead. He's the coolest looking cleft hoof. He's basically think about a cleft hoof merged with like a monster truck, right? So he's got like exhaust coming out, like he's from Blackrock Foundry. So if you remember those characters at all, he's got the same like kind of, like, I don't know, like furnace punk. I don't know what to call it, like style wise, but yeah, it's like furnace punk aesthetic where he's got like flame, furnace on his side and like, exhaust horns and shit. No, he's badass. Like, I don't think there's a more like metal like character, like a, pet than Faultline, period. Like when you summon him, it should just play like a guitar riff or something. Like the guy's badass. Dan said plus queuing cross faction was a thing during Mop Remix. Oh yeah, true. So we know they can do it. Exactly, Dan. I would like to see them extend that out. I feel like what they're waiting to do is they might be this is just that they're tinfoil hat. I feel like they're saving it for like maybe a patch where they don't have like a lot of content to show, and they're like, oh yeah, we worked this tech out where you can queue up with your friends and do queued content. It's really big. And then it's like everybody's like, whoa, wow, and then they'll make up for the fact that like maybe they just don't have a lot of content for that patch cycle. That's my theory, tinfoil hat, because it's all there. I don't know what they're waiting on, unless they're just making sure that the community actually wants that. And I feel like they do. I feel like the more times you can play with your friends and remove those restrictions, the better. And I think the most ideal scenario would be to have like a mega server where you have just everybody on there. You know what I mean? Like get rid of the whole server structure in general. The whole thing is about MMOs is the more people that are in that world together with you just makes it feel more alive. So I don't know. Yeah, I would like to see like these just, arbitrary barriers eventually just get smashed and, more people just get to come together and that kind of stuff, all that stuff. But Thorforn, you said, glad you're talking about this. Last night I tested cross-faction, cross-realm, guild, work orders, and they do work. Okay, Thorforn, I know behind the scenes you and I were trying to get that to work together. Interesting. Thorforn, if you have more information about how to get that to work, because I would like to get you to do if you wanted a recraft on my POW weapon, because I don't have it at max quality. I know you have one hell of an engineer over there. But yeah, if you have any information, also for anyone else in the chat that's trying to get those cross-faction work orders in, don't mind dropping in some tips in there. Oh yes, steampunk Stormcrone. Yeah, maybe that's what I was looking for. Steampunk. Yeah, the biggest obstacle for a long time was having guild friends on different servers. Hell yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing, is that like anytime you can break walls down and unite communities and like bring people to be able to play in the same space, it's really important. And especially in an MMO, we got like a small virtual world here, and yeah, the more people we can go out there and interact with, I just feel like it's good for the health of the game. Any MMO is pretty much the same in that. Like it's just it's better to have people together, see people together, out there together doing stuff, it's really good. Oh, nice. I didn't know Zik'fear was over here. Cool. Yeah, Thorforn said absolutely. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Frazier said, can you help me understand the Delver's journey progress? It seems like the game text is inaccurate. I've only gotten progress from Bountiful's, not normal. That is accurate. So Frazier, so I've seen the same thing. It is only going to give you progress when you are inside of a Bountiful Delve is the only time that you're going to be able to start getting that progress, right? And you're going to get 150 per clear. I just did a test to see if we go on a higher tier delve, does it give us more progress? And the answer to that is no. You still get 150 at the end. Now, you might be wondering like, oh, maybe I didn't get 100 in the last one I did. Well, you have to make sure that when you're clearing these delves, you are doing all the Zik'fear packs. You saw me just do one over here a second ago. It's where you're going to see an apparition of Zik'fear floating over a pack of enemies. And he's going to be channeling his like void energy to all the guys that are in that circle. Those, you want to kill those, even if they're not on the direct path, go out of your way to kill them, specifically in Bountiful Delves, because they add to the Delver's journey at the end, and you might get 100 as opposed to 150 if you don't clear one of those packs. So just keep that in mind. So yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. the Delver's journey is only going to progress inside of oops. Yeah, let's go get one of those enchanted candles. That's a good idea, Brann. Yeah, there we go. And again, I get myself in trouble by just wiggling around with my candle. Just remember, guys, play better than me. You can put your candle down and then wiggle around. I usually keep it on my head and just walk, but it's usually not too bad, though, to just run to the previous point and pick a new one up when you do that. It's not the end of the world. It feels like it is because you can't see anything, but the ticking, buff, the debuff you get like over time, it just ticks like once every second. It's not like super fast, so you got time. You got time for sure. Frazier said, thanks for that. Been loving your streams. Oh, awesome, Frazier. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for jumping in here and thanks for watching over there. And I'm glad you're enjoying the content. That means a lot. Really appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. And let's squeeze over here. Oops. It's funny too if you so watch this. It's just this is so weird conceptually to me. So you drop this candle and you step out of it. Watch this candle, this big candle. Oh, does it not do it anymore? Oh, they fixed it. Okay, never mind. You can see these now, but it used to be that these would go invisible too. And it's weird because it's spitting fire. So it just like that never made sense to me. But yeah, okay, never mind. They fixed it. No, never mind. It was really funny though when those would just disappear into the abyss. And it's just like, but it's fire. It should be putting out light, right? I don't know, just a funny little quirky thing. It was just funny to see. David said, do you get higher gear from Vault from doing higher level delves? David, the max, and I've been doing my best to test it in all directions to see if there's any reason for us to go higher on tiers. And I found no reason so far from any direction to go a higher than tier 8 if what you're concerned about is to get gear. Okay, so it's true that tier 8 so far is the max out for all gear rewards. So if you're doing tier 8, you're exactly where you need to be if you're just concerned about gear. Now, if you're concerned about challenge and just fun stuff and like cosmetic stuff, that's all. The jury's still out on that if the cosmetics have a higher drop rate on the higher stuff and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. But so far, as far as currency goes, all that stuff is maxing out from my findings on tier 8. So yeah, you're good to go at that point. Let's see. And then Rick, you said, hello, Gladius. Do you have, let's see, do you have Bountiful Delve that you can do over and over again? I was wondering how to level Brann. So no, and that's a fantastic thing to think about, like, and question to ask, because when it comes to leveling Brann, oh, I picked it up. I was trying to find it. I was like looking through all my pets, like a mound of pets. So when it comes to leveling Brann, it's more important to, let's see, I'm going to try to feign death to dodge that fireball. It didn't work though. It's more important to be consistent on it over time if you're really trying to power level Brann, because the only time you're going to get experience for him after he is level 15 is going to be from those Bountiful Delves, right? That's the only way to do that. So that means that if you're trying to level Brann as quick as you can, the maximum amount of XP you can get for the day on him is going to be if you do your 4 Bountiful Delves every single day. Now, no worries if that's not reachable to you. Again, it's like we got the entire season to work through this system. If you only can do like 1 delve a day or even less, or every other day or whatever it is, still, like, you're going to be progressing just fine on Brann. Keep in mind that the players who are doing multiple characters and leveling up 4 delves on multiple characters, they are running into a ceiling eventually. Like, for example, the last ceiling was at 38 to try to keep the single players. So if you're just playing one character, those guys are keeping up with those players who are pushing, multiple characters through 4 Bountiful Delves and getting that extra Brann XP. So all that to say, don't worry, you're not getting behind. And yeah, you can just be collecting that Brann XP over time. I would say if you are in the situation where you can't run 4 of those delves a day, just really make use of the 1 delve you run a day or whatever it is, and try to grab all the mislaid curiosities. Because you aren't going to be benefiting from the extra 2-3 delves that you can't do a day. But what you can control is how many of these little barrels you pick up, or little, mislaid curiosities you pick up to be able to get that extra experience. And just in case you're brand new to delves, I'm going to go pick this one up right after I fight these guys just to show you what those rewards look like. You're going to find little tokens called Companion Experience. And they can come in 3 varieties. You can find rare, which is blue, epic, which is actually, I don't know, I can't think of the last time I've seen a rare one. So it might just be common and epic. So green and purple. Maybe there is a rare one. I just can't remember off the top of my head right now. But I think there's a rare one. But yeah, you just want to grab all those as you're working your way through. It's kind of like a fun little Easter egg hunt. As you find them, you just go click on them. And again, only in the Bountiful Delves where these reward companion experience. Outside of Bountiful Delves, if your Brann is over level 15, you're just going to find resonance crystals and maybe some gold in there. So, yeah. Hugo says, good morning. Good morning to you too, man. How are you doing this morning, Hugo? And then David said, if so, then there's only the benefit from doing higher delves to level up Brann. Is there any benefit? No, there's not. So the only benefit of doing higher delves is to level up Brann. No, so the only benefit of doing, so if you don't, so first of all, if you have a key, then you're going to get better gear from those coffers, and it maxes out at a tier 8. It's going to be champion gear for you. But even if you don't have a key, then at that point, I would say the only benefit from doing it is some Brann experience, right? So you're totally right in that regard. And it stops scaling at like tier 8 delves are going to give you everything you need. You don't need to do anything above that. It doesn't level Brann faster. It doesn't do any of that kind of stuff. It just it's just the same. And just a thing to know about why we're talking so much about Brann, he does provide a lot for your party, not only in survivability but also damage, and he's going to be a big part of your progression loop when it comes to pushing through the content. So you do want to be mindful of things you can do to help Brann out, because he's going to be helping you a lot push those higher push into delves later. And then eventually, if you want to get your Zik'fear kill, and again, that's kind of your pinnacle achievement that you want to achieve before the end of the season, so you can pick up that special mount skin, the Delver's dirigible shadow skin if you're doing the really hard one, or if you wanted to get the easier one, like the one step down, it's the Glory of the Delver, which is going to require you to do a bunch of other achievements, and then also kill Zik'fear on rank 1, and you're going to get your what is it called, Ivory Goliathus, which is your cool little beetle mount. So yeah, so you can get 2 mounts. Those are the big, pinnacle rewards that says, hey man, I kicked some ass in season 1 delves. So those are the main 2 things we get as kind of our victorious rewards at the end of the season, or by the end of the season. So just so you know, so far, right? Like they might add more stuff later. I have no idea, but that's what we got so far. Wade, welcome back, by the way. You said, how do you queue for the raid in story mode? Wade, there is a mission for you to do, a quest that I'm going to do in a guide later, but I'm going to tell you where it is right after I kill these guys. Actually, I think it's to push me into boss. Let me fight the boss, and then I'll show you Wade. Really quick, I got to pull up my map to show you where it is. And then, let's see, Tech Dicky, you said, so a question I've been battling with is, am I overdoing it with delves? I get burnout. Let's see. Will I get burnout? What are your thoughts? Well, this is what I can tell you. And that is a question that's really going to just be dependent on the person and like their play patterns and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, the rule of thumb though is that you feel burnout, like if you're just kind of like, man, I'm really not enjoying this, then you always can take a break. And and I think that's important to do to keep your relationship good with like any hobby in that regard. I mean, and that's just my findings, right? Is that breaks are wonderful, because it's just like you gain that context back and perspective, and then you can reapproach with a clear head and all that kind of stuff. But my server's lagging, so are we good? Are we still in? Yeah, we're still in. So yeah, that's just generic stuff. But like, if we're talking about specifically with delves, it is like, it's going to be, if you just talk about the volume of delves that you got to do, if you wanted to get max rewards, every week you need to do at least 8 delves, right? 8 tier 8 delves to be able to get your max rewards. And on top of that, you're going to need to do 4 delves a day if you're trying to get the max amount of Brann experience. And if you're trying to do, the super, fast, like if you're trying to ultra grind Brann, then you're going to do 4 delves on another character and another character and another character. So you could do up to like 12 Bountiful Delves a day on across 3 different characters. And I could totally see that burning people out. I don't do that because I know that would burn me out. So I stick to just one character, and I just want to see how far that one character can go. Plus, I mean, the character I really like is my Beast Mastery Hunter, so I enjoy playing him, so I'm just going to keep playing him. And that's just my personal choice. So, yeah, I guess like I'm trying to answer this question best I can, but it's mainly like all I can talk about is from my perspective, you know what I mean? That's all I can provide. And I would say just find where you are on that slider of like, I'm going to get burned out if I play it this much, and then just, you know, make it, you know, find a comfy medium for whatever yours is so that you can still enjoy the content and have fun doing it, and then also reach your goals, right? And just keep in mind, there's no rush when it comes to Delves. It is solo content. Like, you can scale yourself as slowly or as quickly as you want, and nobody's waiting on you. You can take your time. Heck, Dickie, welcome in over there on YouTube, or sorry, on Twitch. I really appreciate it. Yep, there you go. It's the follower journey there. What did it say? Follower goal of 470. I really appreciate it, guys. Oh my gosh. 470 followers over there. Yeah, I just got started with Twitch here a couple weeks ago. Couple weeks ago. I can't remember. And you guys, I really, really appreciate all the support over there. Thank you so much. I'm working towards partner there eventually on Twitch, and all this has helped me dramatically. I really appreciate it, guys. And welcome into all of you. And also that most recent follow was from Tech Dicky. Thanks, man. Thanks for jumping in. And next to the other follow there, be Ravi. Is that you, Red Rav, or is that someone new jumping in here too? I appreciate it, guys. I really appreciate it. Yeah, welcome in. Cyber, oh, another one there. See, Holy Draenor. Oh yeah, nice. Holy Draenor. Welcome in, man. Really appreciate you jumping in here. Welcome in, guys. Ooh, what's this? Oh, cool. Okay, so this is a Lampridia lure. Let's see. Follow from Thundervale Z. Welcome in, man. I really appreciate the follow over there on Twitch. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, guys. I really appreciate it. This has helped me a lot to get partnered over there. And yeah, I'm just happy to have you join the community. Welcome in. So guys just jumped over there on Twitch. You have a command, do ! Discord if you wanted to see the Discord there and jump on and join us in there too. Happy to have you too. Welcome in again. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was going to try that toy out really quick. 1 second, guys. It was a lure. I haven't seen this before. I don't know what it does. Did I pick it up? Yeah, I did. Okay, so add this to your toy chest. Okay, let's just see what this does. Collections, toy, lamplighter lure. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so you have the fireflies following you around. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, actually, I'm going to put that over here just as a little fun thing to have every once in a while. That's awesome. How long does it last? 30 minutes? Very cool. Oops. Oh, was there... Okay, hold on. I want to check the boss rooms. Sometimes the boss rooms are jam-packed with mislaid curiosities. Here's one over here, too. Again, I just want to grab the easy ones to make sure I'm taking advantage of them when I see them. But, oops. Over here. It's so hard to click on it when I have pets and stuff. It's like a wonky ass hitbox. Yeah, so there you go. It does fall in rare. I just wasn't remembering. So Cyberjuba, you said, yeah, I burned down the SL. So I burned out in Shadowlands and quit WoW till now. Now I'm taking it slower. Yeah, Cyberjuba, I think you are spitting some awesome advice for anyone else that's if you're not enjoying the content, or you're not having fun like in WoW right now, or like any game, whatever it is, just take a break, man. You know, just take a break. Absolutely. Like, even if you're paying for the sub and you're just not enjoying it, it's more important you take that time back to do things that you are enjoying. So yeah, and the thing is that you can always come back later. Oh, and I was expanding on talking about Delves. I know the big worry is with a lot of players is like, well, I'm not necessarily enjoying the game right now, but I don't want to get behind in case, you know, what if next week I'm like, oh, I really want to play WoW. The thing about Delves in particular, and why I think it's so good for the health of the game. Oh my God, I just got annihilated by that. Why it's so good for the game is the fact that we've all seen the obligatory posts on Reddit and stuff where people are like, oh, the season came out last week. Is it too late for me to start the game? You know, have I missed the intro chance to be able to jump in the game and all that kind of stuff? And I understand their perspective, because what they're worried about, I'm not next to that, but I'm still taking damage. Okay, it seems like these guys are just weird. I'm just gonna go ahead and just pop turtle and walk through. But yeah, so the reason why I feel like delves are really healthy for the game is the fact that it is solo progress, and you control the progress completely on your own character, your upgrades and speed, and the challenges you take on. You can come in the middle of the season, and it doesn't matter if everybody's doing high keys and stuff, because like you just determine your own tiers, and you click the button on what tiers you want to do. It's like an perfect intro ramp to come back into the game later. So even if you are doing a, you're doing like Mythic Plus and raids and stuff, and you're like, oh, I might get behind my guildies, they won't want to like have me in the raid, and I might be behind, and you can jump back in with delves. Like you're gonna get 616 gear each week in the loot you get from that, and the 610 gear you get from Delver's Bounty. Like you got to ramp back in that's solo also, so you don't feel like you're way behind and worried about like holding people back and stuff like that. So yeah, just keep that in mind, guys. Like I think delves are a really nice thing for that. Let's see. Ucha's Legacy, you said you have to go to a mob and then on the yeah. Oh, okay. I just remembered. Somebody was asking about that. I'm so glad you said that, Ucha's Legacy. So here, I'll just go stand by him. You were asking about where the quest was that got you started with the 219 token. That's going to be over here, guys. Over here. Right here. Okay, you see Webster? You're looking for Webster? Right here, this guy. He's right at this location on your map. If you talk to him, it sounds like you're going to be able to do a storyline and then go into the story mode of the raid, kill the raid boss, and you get a token that says, put this into a craftable item, and it'll upgrade the gear track from 606 to 619. So yeah, again, we just went over how to do that on the crafting order station. So yeah, that like you just want to do those steps. If you missed that, I'm gonna have a guide coming out on it. I'm gonna make a guide about that because I think a lot of people are gonna get stuck on it. I'll talk about that in the guide again, or if I don't know if on YouTube if you can skip backwards, but yeah, I just talked about that right before that delve. So if you wanted to peek at it, it's there too. But okay, I got more bountifuls to do before the reset. Two more, I think. Make sure I get those done. I think I didn't do the one in Hollowfall just yet. See, Ravi said, great explanation, by the way. Keep it up. Oh, yeah, awesome, man. I'm glad it helped. Thunderveil said, can I solo Vault of Incarnates Razagath at level 80? That's a great question. I'm really curious, guys. Post in the comments, like in the chat over there, what stuff have you been able to solo since the War Within came out? I've been doing nothing but delves, right? I've been absorbed by them, so I haven't gone back to try solo content, and I'm sure there's a lot of cool stuff you're able to do now, and I'm wondering if Vault of the Incarnates is one of them. I know there was a guy, somebody yesterday was saying that they progressed to like the third boss in a Mudrisil so far, solo, which is just awesome. But yeah, what all have you guys been getting up to for your solo old raid runs and stuff like that? It's really fun to do. Red Rap said, glad I'll follow you on Twitch. When I get home, my phone hates Twitch TV for some reason. Oh, no, you're good. No worries. You're fine. No worries. No, like, again, guys, it's more important, like, sure, I'm trying to get partnered on Twitch and all that kind of stuff, like, fine, but like it's more important that you all watch on the platform you want to watch on. That is, objective number one. You guys, get to choose your platform, and yeah, that matters first, whatever platform you're comfy on. And I don't know if I have a Bountiful Delve down here. I do. Oh, is it Talkrathon? Ah, shoot, I should have bought my Drainic potion. Just so you know, guys, you can buy Drainic potions. You know what? There's the portal down here. I should just go ahead and hop into it and just go buy. Yeah, let me show you guys really quick. Also, I want to grab the Weaver's quest here so I can open up this world quest just so I can see them. Was it here? No, it's over here. Yeah, just so you guys know too, this confused me a little bit. You're not going to see any of the world quests until you accept your Weaver's Lair quest. And I think what they're trying to do is to make sure you don't waste any progress on this quest by doing the world quests before they come out. Thanks for the follow over there. Follow from Anna. Welcome in. I really appreciate it. That's helping me get partnered there eventually. I really appreciate it. Welcome in. So yeah, you accept it. Now look at my map. After I do this, oh wait, hold on, sorry. After I do this, and I'm gonna pick the Weaver today. Okay, I have no strategy there. I'm just clicking on one. So accept that, gratuity the Weaver, and then I'm gonna go ahead and turn in this quest, Forge the Pact, and now I should have turn that in. Now I should have that weekly where it's like I got to do adventures and stuff in this area. And now I can see all the world quests now. So that's why they're not showing up originally. And you just get Kedge down here right now. I was checking to see if there's any coffer key shards. Okay. So there's not. No worries. All right. And then one other thing I wanted to do is go back up to Dorn. I wanted to show you guys, you can actually buy Drainic potions of water breathing and use those in your delves to get around the water breathing mechanic. It kind of helps you towards it. So, and they're relatively cheap because they're Drainic. So that means they're from the Dragon Isles or Dragon Lands. What was it? Dragonflight. I was like, what was that expansion called? No, they're from Dragonflight. Here, I'm going to go ahead and talk to a guard to try to find, I always get lost. So I'm going to go ahead and talk to a guard and find the auction house.
Interrupted.
Over here. That's where it is. That's right. Yeah. So if you just hop on over here to this, you know, and you can go ahead and look for the Drainic. Wait, D-R-A-E, I think. Okay, yeah, I think that's right. Water breathing potion. Okay. Oh, shoot. What is it called? Drainic potion of water breathing, I think. Drainic. Oh, shoot. What is this one called? Let me just search for water breathing. Okay, there we go. Drainic water breathing elixir. Each one is 75 gold. I'm going to go ahead and buy, oh my gosh, 50. That's a lot. How much gold do I have? I have a decent amount. Okay, cool. All right, I'm going to buy 50 of them because I'm going to be doing a lot of delves and I just want to keep these on me. So we can hop on over here. Yeah, look how much junk I have in my inventory. It's gross, I know. And I'm going to have to pick up all this stuff later. Okay, cool. So, take a look at this. It says allows water breathing for 1 hour. Okay, so that's pretty fantastic. You can go ahead and pop that on and you don't have to deal with the breath mechanic. Jocko, I'm talking to you right now. I know how much you hate those delves. Go ahead and slap on one of these and you don't have to worry about water breathing at all. You'll just be able to smoothly work your way through it. I'm going to show you guys how it works in just a second once I go down into that delve just to prove that it does work when you go in there. Keep in mind, if you're playing a druid, you can go in aquatic form as well. And if you're playing a warlock, you could just put on the spell of water breathing. And if you're playing an undead, well, then you're just passively having a good time because they have additional breath. Uchi's Legacy said Vault of the Incarnates was Shadowlands, right? No, Vault of the Incarnates was in Dragonflight. Dragonflight, it's at the end of the campaign. Yeah, Thundervale is that's what Thundervale's saying. Yeah, I guess there's a Warlords of Draenor elixir too, Stormcrone was saying as well. And then Rav, you said, okay, let's see, RA1, VY, is it Ravi? Ravi. Ravi, maybe. Ravi. You can let me know which one it is. I was watching you on YouTube and jumped in here to follow. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Thanks for jumping in. And then, let's see, over here. Yeah, Sneaky Pete. Oh, you're asking when I started playing WoW? So when I started playing WoW, Sneaky Pete, the highest I got to in vanilla was level 40 mage. And I never did any end content in vanilla. I was just slowly making my way up, leveling. And 40 is what I was when Burning Crusade launched. And then all my buddies went into the Dark Portal. And they were just like, come on, dude, level faster. And I was just like, you know, I'm coming, guys. You know, and I got there eventually. But yeah, I never was, like, I was not a fast leveler back then at all. Like, my buddies were way faster. So yeah, no, I didn't even get to max level in Classic. But I didn't play from day one of Classic. I jumped in with, you know, like towards the end of Classic. And that's when I started playing. Or sorry, not Classic. No. Vanilla. Like, I'm not talking like Classic 2019. I'm talking vanilla as in old as fuck 2005. You know, like, yeah. No, I'm talking like way long ago. Yeah. Guys, just a painful reminder the game's like 20 years old now, guys. And if anyone else has been on that journey with me playing that long, then yeah, I think we might qualify as old. I don't know. Jury's out on that. We'll have to see on that. David, you said just completed my first tier 8 delve and got my 603 weapon. Oh, awesome, dude. David, congratulations. That is badass. Awesome, dude. Hell yeah. Good to hear. Good to hear. Yeah. What weapon was it? Was it a cool one? I always liked it when I got axes on my warrior, or maces. I liked those more than swords most of the time. I don't know. I just feel like they usually look a little bit cooler. But yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome. Matt said, "Oh, I'm old." Yeah, it's a painful discovery. You know, you're like, "Oh, okay, so I'm old now." Oh, gotcha. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, life has a way of reminding you every once in a while. End game, Jeff. That's the way. Well, shit. Actually, I don't like thinking about it like that. I don't know about that. I don't want to think about it. We haven't reached end game yet, have we, guys? That's got to be like, level 80, right? No, I mean, we're not at end game. We're still leveling, man. I hope we're still leveling. Holy shit. This is getting too deep. I can't handle this. Okay. Oh, yeah. Hold on, guys. Sorry, I didn't drink my potion. Let me kill this pack, and then I'll show you how the Drain Ore potion works. So you can see, like, I'm taking the breath is going down. I'm losing it, but if I sip on my potion, we bypass the mechanic completely. So for 60 minutes, I don't even have to think about my breath. Bubbles can go fuck off. I'm chilling. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. Like, so Jocko, again, I'm talking to you, man. I know you, the other day we were doing the dungeons. We were doing this one, and you were like, I'm never going back. Hey, man, this potion's going to bring this back into your life. You know, you can do this again. No worries. Monocular, you said I was already in my 30s when WoW came out. I fart dust. Oh, my God. Oh my gosh. Yeah, dude. No, I mean, not at all, man. I think age is a mindset, right? You know, it's like, it's more about, I was talking to a buddy about this the other day. It's like, I don't think you're classified as old until you decide, like, I'm done learning about things. I'm hanging it all up. I am who I am, and there's nothing left to learn about this world, and period. You know, I think that at that point, I'd say that's an old person. Like a person that's just, stopped their, learning about anything and trying to understand things better and whatever. But, I think, not to just stroke all of our ego collectively, but I think inherently, people who do play video games and games like WoW and stuff like that, they're curious. And there's a lot of learning you have to do just on baseline to keep up with WoW. Shakanin, welcome in. I really appreciate that follow over there on Twitch. That's helping me get partnered. I appreciate it. But I think video game players in general tend to be curious by nature, just because, like, why else would we do this as opposed to just go watch television or something like that instead? And you can enjoy television too. I'm not dissing that by any means. Like, no, that's totally fine. But I'm just saying that if you're participating in this hobby, so if you're sitting in this chat right now, I think you qualify as someone who is, like, still curious, and is wondering about how things work, just trying to click things together and, just try to like, you're taking on a voluntary challenge whenever you boot up a video game. There's nothing requiring you to do it unless all your friends just play the game. You're like, man, I'd rather not play this, but my buddies are here. Then that's a different discussion, but I think that's very rare. I mean, it's hard not to, I don't know. I mean, I know WoW's not for everybody, but it's a good game. Like, it's really a lot of fun to play, especially right now. It hasn't always been good. We've had, bumps in the road, but yeah, I usually when I feel like WoW has turned into a chore, that's usually a sign that I got to take a break. But right now, couldn't be farther from it. It's so much fun. I've been loving this. War Within, 10 out of 10, in my opinion. I mean, not good, John. You said, oh, over here, Jaquez, welcome in here. Welcome in, Jaquez, over there on the YouTube channel. I really appreciate the sub. Oh, I just realized I'm showing you guys my terrible bags right now. It's just, like, right in your face. I know somebody the other day said, like, seeing my bags was giving them, like, just like it was stressing them out, just seeing how much junk I have in there. So I'll go ahead and close that for you all so you don't have to stare at it. Oh, the reagent specs are still there. There you go. No, it's pretty bad. Every game I play, I always have a problem with clearing my bags. Like, you should see my PoE stash. My PoE stash, my Diablo stash, like, it is shocking how messy that stuff is. I never organize it. It's just absolute chaos. I rely on search bars to get me through it. Let's see. Camille, you said, mate, why you play BM? BM is really underperforming. Don't you feel survival is better for world and clearing? Let's see, world/delve clearing 2. Yeah, Camille. So here's the thing. I love BM. I love the play style. I love the choice of pets. I love the way it plays. I love everything about the spec. Rain or shine, my hunter will always main BM, and I'll play other class. I'll play the other specs when I feel like testing out the waters if it looks fun. And you're totally right. Like those other specs may be performing better in most cases and all that kind of stuff. But my thing is that I play the spec that's fun for me. And if it's underperforming, hey, it's just for right now, and eventually it will perform better in the future. So I'm not stressed about that. Saturn, welcome in, by the way. You said Saturn follow. Thank you for following over there. Saturn Laser, there it is. Thanks for following over there on Twitch. I really appreciate it, man. Yeah, thanks for following over there. You all are helping a lot with getting me to partner over there on Twitch. I really appreciate all you guys jumping in. If you want to jump in with the community too, if you wanted to join the Discord, try out the command !Discord. It's over there on Twitch. If you guys want to grab the Discord from there and join a community, it's a community that's growing, and we're trying to get enough people in there to maybe look at raids and that kind of stuff, but no pressure to do even that. If you just want to hang out with some cool guys, there's already some cool guys over there. In fact, I just looked at the Discord. There's a couple of them just sitting in general chat, just hanging out right now. So yeah, if you're looking for a community, head on over there, and then yeah, there's some cool guys in there you can play some WoW with, and having a community in WoW I think makes it a lot more fun. So if you're interested, it's there. But anyway, to go back to your question there, yeah, I play what spec is fun for me. I don't really care like what the overperforming spec is. I track that stuff because it's fun to know about those kind of trends too. But when it comes to determining what I play, if it's not fun for me, then I'm just going to choose to play the spec I find fun, and then I'm going to make that work. You know what I mean? And yeah, and that's that. That's just kind of my approach to the game, and take it as you will. All right. Let's see. And what is my eye level at? I'll go ahead and take a look at that, Shukanin. Give me just a second. I'll kill these guys, and I'll go ahead and take a look at what my item level is. I think it's 5 or 603. Hold on, I can do it. 604. 604 is where I'm at so far. Not too bad. Each upgrade is nice. And so if I wanted to increase that now too, what I need to do is I need to do that storyline quest. It's going to give me that Harbinger's Crest thing. And then I'm going to take that over to crafting order once I get my spark. But I'm not in a huge rush to do that, mainly because I don't have my additional spark to make that next item just yet. That will be coming on Tuesday, so I'm going to be able to craft that item. But yeah, again, if you're struggling with the crests and stuff like that, I did go over it earlier in the this live stream. But also I'll be making a video guide on that as well. If you wanted to keep an eye out that on the YouTube channel for that. Killer Panda 903, welcome in, welcome in. I really appreciate you jumping in here. If you're interested in joining the community too, go ahead and do ! Discord. But I really appreciate you following over there on Twitch. Thank you, appreciate it. Welcome in. It's CRT. Were we supposed to get the third spark half this week? My understanding is that not yet, unless I missed something. I'll do my other caches to make sure that it didn't pop for me just yet. But yeah, let me know in the chat, guys. Is it correct that we get our next spark next week? And this week we're on basically, we're at 2.5 and we need to get to 3. Is that accurate? Are we at 2.5 so far and we're getting to 3? Yeah, just let me know. Make sure I'm correct on that. Let's see. Ikaro, you said if you play Druid, you can also change the aquatic form and take a breath. Hell yeah, dude. Druids have a nice time in here. Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. They really have a good time in there. Let's see. Monocular said, my vision is too poor for melee. Hey, man, I'm with you. Melee, so you do have to be, like, watching your feet and make sure you're not stepping in stuff, like, definitely as melee. Oh, also, too, guys, hold on. I'm going to pull my pets off this really quick. Shoot, I killed it. I wanted to show you something. So I was really struggling with a combat bug that was happening inside of my delves, where my character would be stuck in combat, which means that you can't pick up any of the mislaid curiosities and all that kind of stuff. The issue was that Brann spawned an egg at the end of the fight, and I didn't need to kill it, so I had no idea on this, but my multi-shot like tagged it, and so I was in combat with an egg. right? So if you're ever in that situation where you're in your delve and you're trying to loot mislaid curiosities, but it says you're in combat, and you're like, okay, I don't see anything attacking me. I don't think I'm in combat. We'll just look around for Brann's egg and kill it. Otherwise, if you can't find Brann's egg, maybe it glitched into the ground or something like that, then just know when you do die, and you can just go ahead and respawn after you complete the dungeon. Then the egg will despawn because it's technically Brann's egg, and you dying makes Brann despawn, and then you'll get that combat bug fixed, and then you'll be good to go from there. So just keep that in mind. That's a couple fixes for if you run into that combat bug where you can't pick up your mislaid curiosity because it keeps saying you're in combat, but you're not. Right? So just look for Brann's egg, essentially. Emil said, okay, oh, Barry, you said Omencraft is at a half so far, 1 of 2. Gotcha. So it is the case that we don't have our full, full third spark so far. Gotcha. Okay, Emil, you said, is this Delve 8 the best one to farm, or can I do Delve 10s, but the struggle and take a lot of time? Okay, let me just break that down again. I can do Delve 10, but it's struggling a lot of time. So yeah, Emil, if you're talking about is the Delve 8 the best one to farm, or so I'm going to break this down just from a couple angles to make sure I'm getting this correct. Keep in mind that if you're talking about gear rewards, always tier 8 is as far as you need to go. You never need to go above that if you're just talking about getting your gear rewards. Even when it comes to your your Delver's progress in your vault, all that kind of stuff, anything you do above tier 8 is not going to give you any kind of gameplay advantage in any way. Like not additional tokens, not additional anything. Tier 8 is as high as you ever possibly need to go, unless you're looking for an additional challenge, right? So if you're looking to have an additional challenge and really want to push just for fun, then in that case, if you're just talking about which delve can I do to push the tiers higher than 8, so you said you can do tier 10, and I imagine you're trying to secure that tier 11 solo. If you're trying to do that, this Draenoric potion, by the way, really breaks open doing these water delves, because getting rid of that mechanic, I think these are more difficult because of their mechanic inherently than the mobs that are inside of it. Up until now, I've been talking a lot about doing Nightmare Sanctum as a progression delve, and man, I ate my own words on that yesterday, or it was the day before, I can't remember, but I was trying to go back to Nightmare Sanctum and then push it, and I'm not having trouble with the bosses, because that was my main thing. I was thinking like, oh, the boss in there is not that difficult, his mechanics are pretty simple, why don't I just go ahead and do that one over and over again? It's the trash, man, the trash leading up to the end of the dungeon. The Inquisitors combined with the Hope Stealers, or whatever they're called, just do so much damage, and they pack up in there too, where you'll have like 2, 3, like you'll have 2 Hope Stealers and an Inquisitor in a pack, and it's just a bricked run where it's just really, really hard to clear all of them unless you have absolutely batshit insane burst. But clearing a tier 11 through burst is really, really difficult, just because the mobs in there do have additional health scaling and all that. So anyway, what I would say, Takrathon really is a nice one to progress on. The only guys you really got to worry about, I found, is the necromancers. I'm looking for if I can see any, but the necromancers are really the ones that I would worry about. The tricksters, what they're going to do is that they're going to summon an illusion on you. And here's a tip really quick, because they'll shadow step behind you, and they'll summon a trickster. See that? Oh, well, I fucked it up because I put an explosive shot on him. But you saw what I did? I put a trap on my butt, and then when he shadow stepped behind me, he immediately got trapped and didn't hit me. That's what you can do to get around the tricksters, for example. And that's the only other melee only other character I say was like kind of sketchy when it comes to doing Takrathon or any of the Kobis dungeons. Besides that, if you're just interrupting the Necromancer bolt, you're going to be fine. You're really going to be fine with everybody else. Is that a Necromancer? No, it's a Witherer. Withers aren't too bad either. But yeah, if you're on tier 11, when they do that teleport move, it's going to do a shit ton of damage. This guy doesn't do much. He's on tier 8 right now, so I'm not too worried about him right now. But on tier 11, if you're trying to push into that, use that ice trap method. Just put it at your feet or just right behind you, and then when they shadow step, it's the same thing you do against rogues in PvP. Then he'll be frozen. So. Just a quick tip there. I would say doing Takrathon would be a good idea if you're trying to push. You said, gotcha. I'm a disc priest, so running a lot of mind control. Oh, nice. That's true. I heard that's really strong. And the little chest code. Yeah. Absolutely. Or a little cheat code. Yeah, dude. Absolutely. No, I've heard mind control. Oh, guys, look. I just got the bug. So, or it's not really a bug, but it's just, so I can't do this because there's an egg back there somewhere. Oh, wait, no. Never mind. There's not an egg back there. There's just the guy shooting me over here. Let's see if this does it. Oh, he put the egg down. Hold on. Let me, I'm going to tag the egg and show you the bug just because this is a nice opportunity just to show you exactly what it looks like. But yeah, let's kill this guy and we'll get into it in just a second. But let's see. Gary, you said, do you still farm items in tier 8 if it's not a Bountiful Delve? No. That's a fantastic question. So the thing is that you can basically, anytime you run something outside of, sorry, if you run something outside of tier 8, shoot, it despawned. Well, never mind. I guess I can't show you. Maybe that's what they fixed on it. I think they might make the eggs actually despawn after a while in combat or something. So anyway, shoot, what was I going to say? Let me look at your question again. Okay, no, you said, do you still get items for tier 8 if it's not Bountiful Delve? So the max item you can get from a base level chest is going to be 554, no matter what tier you're doing. Except I just found a veteran piece of gear that was Warbound. So I think this might be a nice little rare thing you can find. But outside of the scaling you get with your coffer keys, then yeah, you're just going to be getting extra, you're just going to be getting the Warbound pieces that you can put on there, or you're going to get the 554 pieces that are the green items that you find at the end of the chest. That's just kind of what you can expect. So basically, if you want gear, tier 8 Bountiful is going to be what you want to do eventually, or if you can't quite reach tier 8, tier 7 is still really good because you're still on the champion track for that. If that's out of reach too, no problem. If you get to tier 5, that's another good breakpoint as well. And then, yeah, so just in general, though, you want to go as high as you can on those tiers that you can in Bountifuls, and that's the only time you're going to really find a gear upgrade. Outside, if you're a brand new level 80, then maybe 554 might be good for you. But there's a lot of other sources that give better item levels for fresh level 80s, including, I think, even normal dungeons go above 554, and you can do those as follower dungeons. By the way, keep that in mind. So yeah, a lot of options there for new level 80 players. Thorfarn said it was yesterday that you got owned. Yeah. Yeah, what was it that what happened to me yesterday? Oh yeah, it was yeah, I got destroyed by Zik'fear. I know that. Oh yeah, and the tier 11, I was getting destroyed. Yeah, I guess it was yesterday, Thorfarn. You're right. The Guatemala, you said, as a shaman main, I'm so mad we no longer have water breathing. That does suck. When did they take that out? I've never played a shaman before, so I can't remember like when they got that removed. But yeah, that really sucks, dude. That really sucks. At least you can pick up these potions, but yeah, it's too bad. You guys have control over the water elements. Why would you drown? Water and air. You guys should, yeah, thematically, I think you guys should still have water breathing. Why do warlocks get it? I mean, I know they get it in D&D, like Dungeons and Dragons. You get water breathing as a warlock, but maybe they're just going off of that. I have no idea. Why would they get control over water? You guys literally control the elements, but you're drowning in a pool? It makes no sense. Makes no sense. Yeah, Warlock still has the spell. You're right. Ib Trippin 74. Yeah, Warlock still does have that spell though. Again, guys, make sure you're killing your Zik'fear packs when you're moving through here. It's going to get you more bountiful rewards. Like, not, sorry, let me rephrase that. Delver's Journey, not bountiful rewards. Delver's Journey. Again, if you're looking for your Delver's Journey, you're like, what the hell is that? Press H, press this, and then you'll see where you are on the track. A couple key notes is the purchasable restored coffer keys at this rank, and then the warbound gear at this rank. These are the two really good ones at the end. The rest is going to be your dirigible is going to get a scaling, like, different look to it with the schematics that you loot. So that's kind of fun. I love that, by the way. And I hope they do that every season, where they add more, like they give you a mount that you can scale up cosmetically throughout the entire season. I hope they keep bringing that back each time, because that is super, super fun. Such a cool idea that they came up with there. Guatemalan, you said Oh, I never knew what exactly that progressed the Delver's journey. Yeah, absolutely. So it's going to be that you're going to get it from doing your Bountiful Delves, and also Zik'fear when he visits you in your Delve and breaches, you can get 150 journey from him as well. So you can. It is like grindable, right? Where you could just do an incredible amount of Delves, get Zik'fear to show up again and again, and then yeah. You'll be able to kind of grind it out if you wanted to, but it's like it's not really grindable. The main source you're going to get from it is just going to be doing your Bountiful Delves every time they come up. That's the main thing. Bountiful Delves whenever you can. Oh, actually, I'm curious, guys. So hold on. Players that have been doing multiple Bountiful Delves on multiple characters, across multiple characters in rushing, they're like just doing tons of Bountiful Delves. Can you tell me? Are you farther along than I am? Like, where are you at right now? So tell me where you at. Look, what's the last schematic you unlocked? Anybody that's doing multiple characters, with multiple Bountiful Delves, tell me where you're at on this journey, because I'm just kind of curious how far ahead you are in the case where you're running with multiple characters. And for those of you that don't know this, just to let you know, you can run multiple characters through Bountiful Delves, and you're not restricted to 4 for your entire account. So the more characters you have, you can do more Bountiful Delves. However, you might be thinking like, oh no, my Brann's going to get behind. No, your Brann will not get behind. And the reason for that is because they do put a ceiling on Brann every so often to make sure that you can't just infinitely farm him out with 1,000 characters. For example, the last ceiling we had was at 38, and the jury's still out on where the new ceiling is. And if you take a look, so that ceiling just got lifted last Tuesday. Oh yeah, I'm at 40. So like I'm at 40 and I'm playing only a single character doing like those Bountiful Delves. So just know you're not getting really far behind by not doing multiple characters. Again, let's go back to our discussion from before about like finding the right amount of content that you want to do for your character and reaching your goals and not burning yourself out. Yeah, just know that you shouldn't feel pressure to go beyond like what you want to play. If you're just doing one character with 4 Bountifuls, you're absolutely fine. I mean, even if you're doing one Bountiful like every 5 days, like you're fine. Eventually, you're going to progress through this, and I'm sure that as the season goes on, like maybe at the end they might do a little bit of catch-up mechanics and that kind of stuff. Same thing as they do with like item level gear dropping in mythics and smoothing that out and like content patches and all that. You're fine. Like you're just wanting to get like Zik'fear down by the end of the season, and you'll be ready to roll. Like you'll be just fine. You won't miss out on anything. So no FOMO. You will catch up. Ikaro, you said, bro, is it possible to grind delves, or is it only grindable as Bountiful Delves? So that is the big question, right? But what we've been finding, like as a community, is that you can get these Bountiful Delve maps. So the Delver's bounty maps, you can get them from normal delves, is what people have been telling me here in the chat. I myself, I'm trying to confirm that once I get to do a normal delve and I look at the loot and it's a Delver's map, I'll say, hell yeah, here we go. But there's been enough people in there that I'm gaining confidence each day that, yeah, absolutely, you're going to be able to find these in normal delves as well, albeit, actually, we had some data dropped from Red Rav earlier, albeit at a lower rate. So he was saying he's testing with a whole group of his buddies, and they're just running a whole bunch, like collecting a lot of data points on when Bounter's Delves drop. And just to answer a quick question, like what do you get from this? You get a hero piece of gear if you get a tier 8 Delver's bounty. So now that we know that, what Red Rav and his buddies have found is that they've been able to find it at about a 0.9% rate on a normal, and then about a 6% rate on a Bountiful. Okay, and that's across all of his friends' like data that they've collected themselves. And also, let's add one more source in there as well. Let's talk about Zik'fear breaches. So Zik'fear breaches are a low chance for it to even happen for you. It's a low chance for you to actually see Zik'fear during your delve. Yeah, so like when you do see him, there's a chance for you to actually find it off of Zik'fear as well. The first time I fought him, I did find a Delver's bounty, but that doesn't confirm, like anytime you're trying to confirm a drop rate, it's nice to have like so many data points to go off of and that kind of stuff. I can just say for myself though, just my data is one fight with Zik'fear, one map fell from him. right? I had the failed fights. I had 2 failed fights before. Yeah, here, by the way, to answer your question before about gear you get, this is the base level gear you're going to get on every single delve. 554 is what it maxes out on. I'm on a tier 8, but this is what I got. The good gear is inside of this chest over here, but I can't open it right now because I don't have a coffer key, and that's going to happen to you guys. No worries. You're going to run out of coffer keys. You can't open them. I know it feels bad. It does feel bad because you know the loot's in there. You just did all the work for it. You can't pick it up, but that is totally fine, and you can still do these to level up your Brann. Just keep in mind you still want to do them if you're interested in just progressing Brann. Otherwise, you can just come in for the champion loot each day too, for as many times as you feel like doing it. Fire's End, welcome to the YouTube channel over there. I really appreciate it. Welcome in. Thanks for jumping in here. Yeah, welcome in, Fire's End. Thanks for jumping in. Okay, I opened that too. I think, was there anything else? I think there's just a piece of junk on it. That's why it hasn't despawned yet. 20 gold? Okay, that's fine. So yeah, again, guys, look at that. So that was a really chill run because I had that potion on. Really simple, wonderful, easy run. So if people are looking for good stuff to progress, like push their delves up and stuff, I would say the underwater delves they just shot way up in that tier list after, thinking about this water breathing potion. So whoever mentioned that yesterday, thank you for mentioning that. This is so much easier if you just drink one of these potions. You don't have to worry about bubbles at all. And if you don't know this, the higher tier you go on, the quicker your breath depletes. So it's just like really more and more to keep up with, but this just kind of eradicates that whole mechanic for you. So it's really, really nice. Fire's End says, great content. Keep it up. Oh my God, the pots. Yes, dude. Yes. No, those pots are fantastic. And here we go. I'm glad I went back through here. Got a mislaid curiosity over here. No, that's going to blow this delve wide open for anybody that's been struggling with the breath mechanic. Just go pick up one of those potions, or remember, if you are playing a druid, just go ahead and jump into your travel form or your swimming form, and you'll be able to... Ooh, inventory's full. Oh, shoot. Well, I guess it goes to the postmaster, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's on me. I should have sold my stuff. Where's the, that's fine. Okay, I think I got all the mislaid curiosities. I'm going to go ahead and leave the delve, and I think I have one more bountiful to do. Jasper said, Gladius Gaming, I'm not sure if it's because I'm undergeared or not. I'm 571, and I tried a tier 9 last night. It was wiping nonstop. Groups with multiple casters are instant death for me. Any tips? Nothing wrong with wiping over and over again on a tier 9, Jasper. It's a huge pain in the ass. Actually, so the thing about tier 9 is that sometimes you go into a bricked run. Because like there's those named mobs, like Talavella is the one I'm thinking of. That combo, I cannot kill them. Like I cannot kill them. I have never been able to kill them just yet, and I know there's mechanics I'm missing on it, but I pulled those guys even separately, and I can't kill them separately either. It's because there's a shadow, or there's a venom surge ability that they do that comes up twice before my interrupt does, and if I get hit by it once, I die. So, and they're not stunnable, they're not trappable, you can't LOS the damage, there's nothing you can do. It's just, you are dead. Like, do you have an interrupt? No, you are dead, period. You know what I mean? So like tier 9 is when those guys start appearing, and they can brick your runs and give you an impossible map. What I've been doing is, if I can camo past them, that's one thing. If you can't stealth past those guys, and I imagine, I'm just guessing, Jasper, that's probably what's fucking you up so bad, is those guys. There's also, if you don't play a class that has any kind of stealth, there's invisibility potions you can pick up to be able to dodge them. Just keep in mind that there's going to be a couple mobs in there that have true sight. So if you're talking about like a Kobold dungeon, the Taskmasters, there's just a couple of guys that have true sight. You're going to see that little, rogue players know what I'm talking about. That little eye that's above their heads. You're going to know that they can see you through stealth if you get too close, that kind of stuff. Let's see. Hold on. Where is my bountiful? I think it's up here. Oh, shoot. Did I do them all? Hold on. Did I do all my bountifuls? I thought for sure I had another one. Another one here. Not there. Not here. Okay, nice. Okay, I might have all my bountifuls, which means I can show you what I'm talking about. Unless there's one here. No. Okay, cool. Well, hey, let's do it. Actually, so you all were asking about, there's somebody talking about like which delve can I progress on? Which delve can I push past like higher tiers? Well, yeah, let's investigate it a little bit. Again, this dungeon seems like a good option, Takrathon, especially when you're able to drink one of those potions that I have on. And you can get multiple runs in a single playset or a single potion because it takes less than an hour to clear that delve. So you can get like 2 runs in. So it took me like less than 30 minutes on that last one. I'm sure I can get through it faster than that. But cool. Yeah, no, let's test it out. Yeah, Delve should ultimately take you about 15 minutes to get in there. And if you're looking for a repeatable one to do over and over again, I feel like Takrathon's a good option. And again, a lot of this is going to depend on what storyline you get for the week. There are some delves that are like have that one story that it's just like, hell no, it's not a fast one. Yeah, there are some storylines that are relatively quick, and I feel like the Niffin one actually is a pretty quick one for this. There's another Takrathon that's short. The Goblin one's really short. So yeah, it might be a good one just for you to do repeats on. But I want to check over here. You said, are delves similar to Torghast? Thunderveil's asking, or at least better rewarded? Yeah, definitely it is. Definitely it is. Like Torghast is nice because you got the crafting stuff to make legendaries and all that kind of stuff. But as far as like actual drops you get at the end, really, really good. Really good, because you're going to get, like with coffer keys, you can get 603 items, which is champion from the end of the delve chests. And then also you're going to be able to get hero pieces when you find a Delver's bounty. And then also you're going to be able to get 616 pieces, which is a level 3 hero piece out of your vault. So yeah, really, really good gear there for sure. So let's just see, like, I'm testing right now how quickly we can get through this. So I'm going to stealth through. Basically, the only thing I'm worried about is, yeah, I want to do my interactables, and I want to kill the Zik'fear packs when they spawn. And then also, you're asking, what level is your Brann? I see that, Just Love Baby. Welcome in, by the way. Over here, my Brann is level 40, I'm pretty sure. 41. He's 41 after doing all those Bountifuls. So Brann is moving along. Level 60 is eventually what you want to get him to. And again, welcome in there, Just Love Baby. Let's see. Oops, did I walk into something? I didn't. Over here, it says, I'm close to the Zeppelin unlock, Rainbow Crash. Now, Rainbow Crash, I got a question for you. Thank you for mentioning that. Oops. Hold on. Let me... Oh, I can mend pet while I'm in camo? I didn't realize that. That's really good to know. But yeah, I can't interact with things while I'm in camo. So I got a question for you, Rainbow Crash. How many characters are you running Bountiful Delves on? Are you doing like multiple characters, or are you just doing one? And because I'm curious, basically I want to compare your Delver's Journey to my Delver's Journey, just so I know if I should suggest to people if they wanted to push Delver's Journey to do multiple characters or not. I don't have experience with that myself because I only have the one character, but yeah, let me know. 2 to 3. Okay, Rainbow Crash. And you said you're on the, which one? Hold on. You said you are, I'm close to the Zeppelin unlock. Hold on. So guys, just to compare. So Rainbow Crash, I'll show you where he is. Seth, welcome into the YouTube channel over there. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Welcome. I really appreciate you jumping in and subbing to the YouTube channel over there. So you're at the Zeppelin. Okay, you're really close to the Zeppelin. So you're not like that much. Oh, I appreciate it. Let me see. Hold on. You're not really that much far ahead of me, and I just got attacked as well. How's that? John Dunbar. John Dunbar. Awesome. Welcome in, man. What is it? John Dunbar. Yeah, welcome in, man. I really appreciate it. Thanks for subbing to the YouTube or the Twitch channel over there. I'm just happy you're enjoying the content, and yeah, welcome to community over there. Really appreciate it, dude. Thanks for the support. Something I did want to mention to you and the other guys over there, if you don't mind, John Dunbar or anyone else, you can run the command !Discord if you're interested in joining a cool community of guys over there just playing WoW and stuff. Yeah, there's cool dudes over there right now that are playing WoW. If you're looking for people to play WoW with, eventually we might get into raiding and that kind of stuff. But in any case, whether you decide to join or not, John Dunbar, I really appreciate that support. Thanks for the sub, man. Thank you. And yeah, welcome in on Twitch. There you go. Cha-ching did it for us. !Discord. And there's the, yeah, that Nightbot's cool, man. It's nice that that it does that. Okay, let's see. Go ahead and clear these guys out. Yeah, and then, like, anytime you get a Necromancer on this guy, guys, by the way, you just want to go ahead and clear him out. Just, like, blow cooldowns on him, stun him, all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm just realizing? I still did this on a tier 8. I was want to test higher tiers. My bad. Sorry, guys. I'm going to go ahead and just link it back to... I want to do a tier 11 on this just to see how clearable it is. I just realized I never bumped it to tier 11. I just jumped in here on tier 8 again. I want to see if... Basically, my goal right now, what I'm trying to figure out is if people want to progress their delves and move them on up, what is an easy delve for them to do if they wanted to progress up to, like, you know, tier 11 if they wanted. So this is not helping towards that goal. So I'm going to go ahead and just reset really quick. Sorry, guys. John Dunbar says, if you didn't know, you can use exploding spores to move the minecarts to kill enemies in the delves. Oh, to move the minecarts? Oh, and moving minecarts. Gotcha, dude. Yeah, no, that's a really good tip for sure. The exploding spores are really nice to do for sure on like Fungal Folly and the Micromancer's Cavern and all that. Oof. All right. So I'm really asking for it here. So yeah, tier 11, I don't know if I'll be able to do this, but at least I'll get a good benchmark to see how hard this dungeon is. To see how it goes, you know, just so I know how progressible it is for anybody that's trying to push tier 11s. And then as soon as I get my tier 11 solo someday, I'd really like to jump back to Zik'fear and start pushing that again. I really want to kill him. But yeah, I feel like it's a good sign that I'm ready if I can down a tier 11 solo. Spearfish, I'm going to go ahead and... Never mind. I was going to say, I wonder if... Oof, God, that hurts. That's a... Yeah. That's a sign that I definitely need to put that trap down behind me whenever there's a trickster, because like that was half my health, and all he did was just a shadow step. Jasper said the reason why you would want to push tier 11, is there a reason why you want to push tier 11? Isn't there the same gear in tier 8, or am I misunderstanding something? Jasper, no, it's for fun. It's for fun. That's a really good question. Yeah, just a reminder to all you guys, everybody in Jasper, there is no reason to... Oh my god, there's no reason to do this. He does so much damage, besides just the fun of it, and just to see, like, you know, how far you can get and all that kind of stuff. There is no reason why you would have to do or suffer through any of these tiers, these higher tiers, if you didn't want to. Yeah, if I get my ass kicked too bad on this, maybe I'll try bumping it down to a tier 9, and then just progress up from there. But I figure, why not just jump into the deep end and see if it's possible to progress on a tier 11 on this one. Again, the main reason why I'm interested in this delve in particular, and man, that's really going to be a problem. God, yeah, I need to... Okay, let me do that trap method I was talking about. So I'm going to sip, and then if I put a trap at my feet like this... Then next time he does that little trickster ability, as long as I don't kite him into it before that, I should freeze one of them when they come through, and hopefully his first stab doesn't come and hit me. So let's see, I'm going to kill the Spearfisher. And then, yeah, there you go. Oh, it still hits me. Still hits me, but he's, the second auto doesn't come through. So the Shadow Step damage, you do take that, which is just guaranteed damage. He's just going to Shadow Step to you, and it does half your health pool. So as long as you stay, like, above half health, you'll be okay on Tricksters. They won't kill you there. Jasper said, oh, yeah, Jasper. So that's it. Also, Binding Shot. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Yeah, Jeffrey, or Joffrey, however you pronounce it there. Yeah, you're saying also Binding Shot to group them up on the spores is a really good idea too, because that'll stun them in the spores as well. Fantastic idea. Great point on that one. Yeah, Binding Shot is really useful for that. John Dunbar said, oh yeah, Dunbar, I saw that too. And it said especially when you get the 9+ delves, it's really helpful to do the mine carts and then yeah, the exploding spores. Totally, dude. Yeah, no, really good point on that. Yeah, so we'll bust through these. Nice thing is just not have to worry about those bubbles at all. Oh my god, that's so wonderful. Red Rav said, glad for maps. It looks like Zik'fear on kill has about a 25% chance to drop. The first kill seems to be an 80% chance. Interesting. It seems to have a first kill bonus. Okay, yeah, and again, that's from the data set of Red Rav and his buddies. I'm curious, Red Rav, about how many people do you have like working towards that data pool there? That is really helpful to know. Yeah, really good stuff there, Red Rav. Thanks for all you guys who are testing that out. That's fantastic. But yeah, no, I actually think it'd be cool if there was an add-on that tracked all of that stuff for you, just so you can kind of, you know, see it over time and see how the numbers come out, and then realize, like, put together like what the best methods are for farming and all that kind of stuff. Did I save him? No, my poor cloth stuff is dead. Yeah, I wish there was an add-on for tracking that stuff. That'd be really useful. I got 8+ people plus me. Oh, 8 people plus me. That's really good, Red Rabbit. That's excellent. That's wonderful. Yeah. No, that's awesome. And again, guys, if you ever have data on something that dropped for you, something that happened to you, you just mentioning it in the chat there is really helpful for everyone else too, just so they know what worked for you, and then they may be able to implement that into their strategy to see if it works for them. And then that just gives us more information to know, what the drop rate is, all this kind of stuff, and all that, So all of it's really helpful. And I appreciate you guys sharing, and no pressure to share too, or keep track of that stuff if you don't want to. But if you are data driven and you like tracking that kind of stuff and figuring out efficiency and all that really works towards that goal for sure. But yeah, no, that's all really, really great. Fire's End, you said in Delves, when you interrupt the mob's ability, it goes on cooldown. It does not go on cooldown, so that's why they seem to cast faster than our CDs. Yeah, that's totally true. That's a good point, because it's like that's something I've noticed with like the shadow bolts and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, that one interrupt's going to get you through that one cast time, and ideally you want to wait until the end of their cast so you can just like waste more of their time before they shoot another one. And again, there was a balance pass done specifically at the Shadow Bolts, Thread Bolts, Necromancer Bolt, like all those, like the spell damage was reduced. But it still hurts, man. It still really hurts. So you have multiple casters in a pack, then yeah, you can just get screwed over. Now, here's one thing I'm doing in this delve. So normally, like, remember, we're talking about the best option for you to do clears is, or when you clear Bountifuls, is you want to clear all the Zik'fear empowered mobs to be able to get more of your Delver's Journey out of them. With this one, so I'm going for just a root basic tier 11 push. So I'm going to try to skip anything threatening. And oh, my pet is dead. I have a dead rhino over here. I just didn't even realize it. I'm going to go and put him in a trap. Okay, there we go. Interrupt that one. Yeah, the pet stomp is going to do that. Oh, that was Brann. Brann said, I see that ice trap, but I want to fight that guy. Let's see if I can pull him over here so we can group him up. There we go. Doesn't always work, but when it does, it's nice. But yeah, so what I'm going to try to do is I want to test its clear ability at a baseline with playing like a weenie and skipping all the difficult pulls. So Zik'fear empowered packs, I'm skipping. Because again, I just want to clear tier 11. That's my goal. Solo. I've already done it in a duo. I haven't done it solo just yet. In fact, it's more difficult now after this series of hotfixes than it was before. So yeah, I'm doing a little bit more like re-progressing to try to get up that tier 11 solo claim. So yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. And to do my first clear, I'm just going to go ahead and skip anything that looks even slightly difficult, which is going to be the empowered packs and also the named mobs. The named mobs can fuck right off. Those guys are really, really difficult to do. So Jasper, you were talking about being stuck on tier 9. I don't blame you at all, man. Like, it's really tough to, my pet died again. I'm not used to my pet taking this much damage. I'm all used to the tier 8 delves now. There we go. Yeah, let's get that Trickster. Might as well. Looks like I'm gonna have to fight that pack and then fight this guy up here. So there is gonna be an elite that I gotta do. So that is gonna be fun. And just so you know, elites are immune to, they're immune to CC, traps, all that kind of stuff. Not all of them, actually. I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna see if I can ice trap that guy after I do this. I was just thinking the Taskmasters, I remember trapping them back in the Cobalt dungeon, so I should be able to. I'm saving cooldowns right now because I know I'm going to have to go fight that other guy in a second. I don't really count Bestial Wrath, though, as a cooldown. I can reset that really fast with my Barb Shot. But, yeah. I'm really curious. If I can trap him, I should be able to de-link, combat for me and him if I just feign death next to it. Again, that was a tip from someone in the stream a couple days ago. Appreciate that tip. But if you have a way to wipe aggro when you trap or CC something, then you can just go in, loot the thing, and then leave without having it chase you down the dungeon later on. Because you'll wipe that aggro off. Okay, and, oops. So here, you might as well just go ahead and put, yeah, you can put those guys in a trap, the illusioners, because they die in a short amount of time. You don't have to kill the illusionary, guys. Like the tricksters are going to summon illusions,
Just toss him in a trap and step away from him. A noob Veer demolished me, said Jasper. Yeah, that guy's tough. Especially if you fight him in a choke or in a hallway, all of his spikes get like pushed together. And yeah, it's just like, it's crazy. It's really hard to avoid all those swirlies. Red Ram said, I lurk in the Discord and any data that I can add and fine tune the percentage. Absolutely. That's awesome, Red Ram. I appreciate you doing that. No, that's fantastic. I might make a text channel over there in the Discord for that kind of data stuff. But for now, oh shit. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and feign death. And then I should be able to skip this guy. As long as I click on the right thing. Ooh, I thought I clicked on the wrong thing there. There we go. All right, we're good. So I should be able to skip this guy now because I feigned death after trapping him. He should just stay over there. But we'll find out in, what is it, 30 seconds or so when that trap breaks. We'll find out. Again, I'm going to make sure... Yeah, I'm saving my cooldowns for the really sketchy pulls. Like this one, I would say, is a sketchy pull. There's just a lot of things on my screen. Luckily, Brann is tanking a couple. Oh my god. Oof. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and summon my pet again. Drink a couple of these pots. And then, yeah. Luckily, they all went to Brann there. I'm going to go ahead and break this egg. Oop, I got an extra guy. It's fine. I'm going to go ahead and trap him. And then it looks like, yeah, the bubble guy's coming for me. So I'm up Schitt's Creek, absolutely as far up Schitt's Creek as I possibly could be, because I just put my trap on that guy instead. Here's what I'm gonna do. Oops, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna die. Yeah, okay, so that did not work. So it looks like I thought that would work, just resetting aggro on him, but he still wanted me. And I'm wondering if it's because I canceled my trap early because I put it on a new guy, or what. But I got to do some more testing with that to see if we can actually skip mobs that way. Let's revive that pet. Kenneth, you said I just completed my first tier 8. Hell yeah, Kenneth. Congrats, dude. That's awesome. So you're getting max gear rewards on those. That's awesome. I have to thank you for your talent build and the cleft hoof recommendation. Yeah, let's see, broken toe for the win. All right, dude. Is that the cleft hoof you grabbed? That's fantastic. Awesome, man. I'm happy to hear that. Fantastic, dude. Fantastic, Kenneth. Nicely done. Nicely done. Secured tier 8 solo. Hell yeah. Yeah, anybody over there also too on Twitch, if you wanted to grab, like Kenneth was just talking about the build I'm using for for delving. If you're curious about that, if you're also playing DM, just do !build, and then it'll link you the export string that you can use. Yeah, this should be a lot easier. No, I don't want him. I want him. No, I don't want him. I don't want him. I want him. There we go. Oh, and I gotta put on my, hold on. I'm gonna feign death just so I can get ahead of this potion. I should put that on my bar somewhere. Oops. There we go. Yeah, not having that potion equipped kind of screwed me over a little bit. Okay, let's go and get some good cooldowns in here. And I'm gonna go ahead and roll a shield wall for me and my pet. And then see what we can get down. And then I'm trying to kill that trickster because it's a guaranteed half my health whenever he decides to be a dick. So I'm just going to go ahead and focus him down first. Luckily, Brann just feigned death. I didn't know you could do that. No, Brann, why'd you do it to me? I want to feign death him back to Brann. Oh, that's hilarious. I did not know Brann feigns death. He's like, that's your problem now. And then he's pulling this stuff over here. Man, Brann is just really fucking this up for me, isn't he? Gotta love it. Gotta love it, man. Here. Okay, again, you can trap those illusioners. Okay. Ooh, he is stabbing my butt. I need to put that on a better keybind. So I think my camo, and I use camo and the potion for the same thing there. Yeah, I don't think tier 11 is really... I really got to clock in on tier 11, especially those bigger pulls. It's mainly the ones that have like tricksters and then a bunch of other casts and things to be aware of. Like that stuff is really still hard to deal with on tier 11, for me at least. Actually, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to step up to tier 11. Instead of just jumping in deep water, I'm just going to go tier 9. And then that'll let me attempt those solo bosses and stuff too. Actually, yeah, I'll do tier 9 first. Let's see. Pelio said, I just finished my first solo tier 8 Bountiful. All right, dude. No cap. That's worthy of caps. Palladius, you said sorry for the caps. No, man. Sometimes, you know, like what you're saying deserves the caps and you got to slap it down there. No, you're good. You're good, Palladia. Congratulations on that. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Sounds like people are getting their clears today. They're getting their tier 8 clears today. That's awesome. Really, really good, guys. Fantastic stuff. Alex, let's see. Alex and Reb, you said, is it just me or do delves feel a lot easier this week? Well, they are, Alex, in a lot of ways. In some ways they're easier, in some ways they're more difficult. If you're talking about tier 8 delves, they did scale this back down to be a little bit easier with the cavalcade of all these like hot fixes and stuff you had to go through over the past week. But now at this point, they're back to being a little bit more easier than they were before. Like, for example, you're not getting the named mobs in there anymore. And also those high value targets, like the ones that are doing the casting and stuff, those do have less health. In some of the elites, like the Taskmasters, he also has less health too. Waxface got his health reduced, and some of the other bosses health reduced. All that stuff. Yeah, like there is a lot of things making tier 8 delve specifically easier, but your tier 9s and above are still having like some difficult stuff, like with the named mobs and all that. Yeah. Oh, and you said especially after the Brann healer buff. Yeah, no, I'm with you, Alex. I mean, I've been using Brann as a healer. Oh, I just realized I don't think I ever changed my curios, did I? I've just been running with, let me see. Oh yeah, Amorphous. I like this combo a lot, but I want to get more used to using, oh wait, I'm pushing, hold on, never mind. That's what I use on speedruns more so with like tier like 8s and stuff. I use the Zik'fear's, you know, blessing because because you do more damage, but you reduce your health pool. It's just a little bit more risky than I want to get into with higher tiers. So I'm going to use Amorphous Relic again. That's been my steady pushing one. I'm still waiting to see if I can find the, you know, 4th level of those. I'm still on 1 of 4 for both my Amorphous and my Porcelain Arrow. But man, once I find that tier 4 of those, like I'm going to be popping. I'm gonna be ready to roll because there's some nice scaling on those when you get them up. My new warrior was able to clear an 8. It feels easier. Absolutely, Thorforn. Yeah. Oh, did I pull? Is he attacking me? No, he's just running over there. Okay. Ooh, I also don't have that potion on. Oops, I just walked into somebody. That was my bad. I didn't see that little crab down there. Let me see. Where's that potion? Drink it? Just so you know, the potion does not last through death, so you're going to be spending some cash if you're dying a lot in delves. Again, it's only 75 gold per. That's not too bad. And I'm a guy that doesn't have like a ton of gold on him because I just like don't keep up with professions as much as I should. Like I still do all the knowledge points or something every week, but I just forget to put stuff on the auction house, which is just kind of a user error thing. I need to do that. But in any case, I feel like 75 gold's not too bad for anybody, for most people. 75 gold for a potion. And it makes this so trivial comparatively. Oh, nice, Stormcrone. I'm glad to see you use that command over there on Twitch. Great. Yeah, the Nightbot's new over there, so guys, feel free to test it out. And there's a command for Discord, YouTube, and Discord, YouTube, oh, and build. All 3 of those. And YouTube guys, I'll try to get Nightbot over there too. I'm pretty sure there's a way to do it. It just takes some extra finagling to figure out. I figured out Twitch because it's nice and easy, and then because that's what it was made for originally. And then YouTube, I'll try to get that out to you guys too. Once I just play with it for a second or two. Let's see what else we got. Let's see, Joe. Joe, you said over there, I have Kaluka. Oh, yes, dude. Okay, this is a really good tip from Joe. Joe B1 over there. So you said, I have the Kaluka, and I'm saying that wrong, Kaluak fishing pole, and it grants permanent water breathing. So that's a really good profession item you can slap on your fishing. I don't have that one, but oh my god, Joe B1, I really want to go back and get that. Yeah, what's it like getting that? Is it really difficult? Because I might make a guide out there, and for anybody else that's like me that hasn't done it just yet. There might already be guides out there for it too, because it's older content, but sometimes it's nice to have a fresh guide for what it's like to go back and do that content versus when it was live. So I might slap that out there if it's useful to people, but Joby one, how is it? It takes faction work. Gotcha. Okay, it takes faction work. How long, so if you had to say somebody that has done nothing with it, how long would it take them to get it if they haven't done anything with it at all? I mean, if you're saying faction, I'm guessing you're saying like renown? Like it takes, like, do you have to gather renown for the Kaluka guys? Okay, SG. Okay, SG, you're dropping in. You're saying, I'm so burned out on Delves. I've done tier 8 Bountiful every day. Yeah, no, I totally understand that. Actually, that was a discussion earlier in the stream too. Somebody was asking about how to not get burnt out with Delves, and yeah, I mean, it really is about just like finding the amount you want to keep up with. And that's where, like, I have mass respect for everybody who is doing, like, there's a guy in here saying, I can't remember who it was, but he said 3 characters, 4 Bountiful Delves a day. Like, that's, you know, like, good for you for sticking with it. Me personally, I don't, like, I wouldn't, you know, that would be a lot for me. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't know if I would keep up with that. Right now, I've been trying to hold myself to doing 1 character a day with Bountifuls. And, like, I feel like at times that's even a lot to keep up with. But yeah, no, like, you just got to scale it according to what you want to do. Like, draw your line in the sand and figure out, like, what is your goal, you know? And yeah, so yeah, you just got to figure that out. But I totally understand S&G. It can be a lot. But yeah, you shouldn't feel pressured to keep doing it if you don't want to do it. Just if you need to take a break from it or whatever. Again, Delves is a solo journey, so you could always come back to it later. Nobody's going to be like waiting on you. It would be different if you have like a Mythic Plus team, like a bunch of buddies that's like you're the healer for them, and it's like every week you do it. You're like, guys, I just don't want to do it anymore. And then it's like, you know, your buddy's like, come on, dude. But, you know, solo journey on Delves, if you choose not to do it, like, you're totally fine. You can come back later. Again, this is like week 2 of the season, and the main objective is to get that cosmetic at the very end of it where you can get your Delver's dirigible shadow form and stuff. That's like the vanity, like, victorious reward of the season, and you have so much time to get that. Okay, I pulled this guy by mistake. Let's go ahead and push some cooldowns in here, just because this could get hairy. But yeah, just know that, like, there's no rush, no FOMO, like, you're good. You don't need to push it as hard as 4 a day if you don't want to. Dinosaur Samurai, you said you don't have to play any more than 1 character. It's true, yeah, because like Dinosaur Samurai, I was just saying earlier, that's a really good point. But just to give a visual representation of that, like, I'm at 41 and I've only been playing 1 character. You know, I'm at 41 in Brann and he maxes at 60. You know, so really, it's not that you're not going to be that behind. And again, guys, shout out your Brann levels right now. I just want to see how far ahead people are. It could be that they're farther ahead because they did just release the cap, but that cap wasn't increased until last Tuesday. So 2 days ago they released the cap, or increased the cap from 38. So you could go above it. So I'm just curious. People have only had a couple days to push past it. Let's get some Brann 38. Okay, from Thorforn over there. And then, yeah, shout out your Branns, especially if you're doing a bunch of Brann, like you're doing multiple characters. I'm just curious. 38 right now. So we got another 38. Got a 40 playing 1 character, S&G. Oh, the coordinate add-on called? It's Tom, Kenneth. Tom. Tom. Yeah. Sadly, only level 16. No, you're fine, Kenneth. No worries. No, you're not behind. You're really not behind. Again, it's a solo journey. And you can hop in and push it whenever you want. You can even take a break for half the season and come in by the end. I have no doubt that there's going to be like double Brann XP buffs and like all that kind of stuff to help people catch up at the end. They always do that, right? They did it with Plunderstorm. They did it with Mist of Pandaria. They did it with all those different things. Yeah, there's always going to be a catch-up mechanic. You can count on that. So like, don't stress about it. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. And so I'm saying, like, even if you are at level 16 and you decided to take a break for a while, like, you're still going to be able to get to the end of your Delver's journey and all that stuff. I have no doubt. Let's see. Tucked away, and then there was one more guy over here. Oh, there is... Is this a chest? Oh, I'm not doing that. I just don't care about that rare. Then I'll clear these guys up here. The rare buffs, I mean, some of them are pretty strong, but I've yet to have any of the rare buffs that's like, oh my god, this is incredible. Like usually they're like, oh, okay, that's nice. So that's where I don't feel bad at all about like when I do higher tiers than 8, I just skip them usually because they can often be more of a hassle than they're worth. If you're losing any of your lives on something that you could have skipped, well then you should have just probably skipped it if the goal is to clear and get to the higher tiers. 22 says Dinosaur Samurai. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so guys, you shouldn't feel like, absolutely, like you're going to be fine on getting your Brann all the way up there, all that kind of stuff. Like, yeah. Let's see. Background. He said, have you been able to get 4 coffer keys a day? No. So background, to answer your question there, no. Like, for example, I skipped every single coffer chest I did today because it's not possible, to my knowledge. Tell me if I'm wrong, because I'd love to have more coffer keys. I'd love to open every chest. Hell yes. But no, like if you keep up with your coffer keys completely, you're still not going to have a coffer key for every single chest. There's just no way, because you earn them at a rate of 4 guaranteed coffer keys a day, or 4 coffer keys a week you can get from your caches. And then in each of the each day, you're going to have 4 coffer keys you could spend that day. So it's just like there's no way to keep up with that output with the allotted input they have in the game right now. Now you can break that cap a little bit with getting some coffer key shards from world quests, but they only seem to spawn like 2 or 3 of those a week. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure about 2-3 a week. And that's going to be 75 coffer keys. And then you can earn, if you get a really good run with your echoes, your echo runs that give more coffer key shards and the Valor Stones, then you're not getting enough to get like 4 keys a day. Like what I've done on those runs, I've done the 5x runs, and I usually get about 160, 150, somewhere in that range, from 5 of those echoes being put in there. And when it's a single echo, I probably get like 40 or so. And again, I did those solo. I didn't do those in a group, and I do hear you get more rewards for doing it in a group. So group up before you go into your echoes. And yeah, see if you can get increased rewards in that regard. Michael says, hey folks. Yeah, welcome in, man. How are you doing today, Michael? And then background said, is it worth doing the Bountiful Delves if you don't have the keys? Yes. In background, the main reason why you would want to do that is because it levels up your Brann. Brann gets experience from Bountifuls only if he's over level 15. So it's a good opportunity for you to increase his level. And the reason why that's important is because he's a big powerhouse when it comes to, moving up in the Delves. And he provides a lot for you in the Delves, not just through utility, but healing and damage. No, he's a wonderful companion for this. He says, thanks for that info. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. And Michael says, not bad, mate. Still working or pretending I am working. Hey, man. Yeah, I understand that. I know what you're talking about, Michael. Absolutely, man. It's the meta game, right? But yeah, hell yeah, dude. Welcome in, Michael. Hope you're having a good day. And then over there, Rotters, he said 4 keys a week, and then you get about 3x 25 shards, world quests, and the echoes depends on your score. Absolutely, Rotters. That is a very well summarized key perspective there. That's fantastic. Exactly what Rotters said there. And I really appreciate how you worked it all into just one statement there. Fantastic. That's exactly it, guys. Exactly what Rotters said there. Perfect. 2x Trucks, it sure wish that you could recruit more companions in like the WOD system. Well, here's the thing. I'm really excited to see what they do next season and the future seasons, because I did hear that we're going to get different companions each season, and I'm really curious to see if it is going to turn into that 2x Truck where it's like, as we keep going, like these companions are going to hang around. Like, can I do season 2 Brann? You know, and like, do they have separate progression tracks? And it's like, am I going to have basically like, what I'm envisioning is like season after season, they keep stacking on new companions again and again and again. And eventually it's going to be like, I don't know if any of you guys have played the new Mortal Kombat game where it's like you pick your companion fighters that like, synergize with your kit and basically will swoop in and do a move to like help you out randomly. I'm wanting it to be kind of like that, where you can like arrange your team, and then like eventually you get like a whole character select screen with all the different companions. This is like what's going on in my head when I'm envisioning the future, but who knows what they got planned. We'll have to see, but I do hope that they give us selection and choices on companions, or if it's like a guaranteed, like you have to progress that single companion throughout the season, that's fine too. I mean, anything just to change the flavor up a little bit on Delves, just to get some more things, you know, all that kind of stuff, just to switch it up. I think that's important. But I'm hoping for the character select screen on like a bunch of different companions. You can like farm out character skins for them and like all that stuff. I'm hoping they go wild. I hope they go ham when it comes to next season. I would love to see it. Let's see. Zachary, you said, do I just have bad luck, or am I missing something? I can't seem to get stuff to get my second spark to do, or is there a quest you need to do? Zachary, I got something for you. Hold on. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about, because it's way easier to show you visually than it is to just explain it. So 1 second. Let me kill this guy, and then I'll show you. There is a quest. There is a quest you want to make sure you get, and it's an interesting quest. Anyway, there we go. So basically, when you're looking at Dorn, oh god, there he is, guys. It's him. It's fucking Venom Bite. This guy kicks my ass so bad. I don't want to fight him. All right, so if we go up to sorry, Khazalgar, we're gonna go to Isle Dorn, and we're gonna go up into Dornagal. Right around here, there's going to be a purple exclamation mark quest, the triangle, the purple triangle quest. It's going to be right here. You want to talk to that guy. He's going to be the same guy that does the catalyst system, and he's going to talk to you about fragments. Now, it's easy to miss this one because it released the first week of the season, and all you got to do to complete the quest is to get a fragment, and he gives you a fragment. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all you have to do is acquire one fragment, and if you have one in your bag, as soon as you talk to him, you can turn in the quest, and he just gives you another one. So that's where we got like a little bit of a boost, a little bit of a head start at the start of the season. Why week 1 we were able to get our first spark finished. So we get spark. Our first spark was that week, right? Week 1 from the quest, and then also the drop from the pinnacle chest. And then the next week we didn't have that quest again, but we had the pinnacle chest again. So we got another half. So far we're at 1.5. Each fragment is going to be 0.5, by the way, guys. And then this week, let's see. No, and then the week after that, shoot, how many weeks has it been? How many weeks has it been? In any case, where we have arrived at is we are now at 2.5. We're at 2.5 because if you look at this, I have one fractured spark of omen, and I need another fractured spark of omen to craft my spark. So you can go ahead and do that. So we're at 2.5. If you don't have your spark just yet, double check and make sure you did that quest. Just go into Dornagal and look for that that purple exclamation mark in that quest area. You're going to talk to the catalyst guy. So again, guys, I mentioned before, I am trying to get a progress push on this. So I'm going to skip that boss. I'm going to use camo to get through it, but I'll do that after. Oof. Oof. Oh, I hate these. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Yeah, these are a pain in the butt. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can just rearrange this. Oh, no, that's not going to work because of that. Yeah, my brain cannot keep up with this right now. We're going to skip this. We're going to skip this one. Actually, I'm curious because I remember, do you guys remember the Ogre Law dailies? Like way back in the day, like way back in Burning Crusade? I'm wondering if there's an add-on. Remember there was the Ogre Law add-on. I don't remember what it was called, where they just solved the puzzles for you. I wonder if there's something similar. I'm in combat with what? What am I in combat with? I'm still in combat. Shoot. Here, let me go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead and feign death. Drop combat. Still in combat and feign death. Okay, I was able to push myself into camo. Okay, and I'm just going to sneak by this guy because nobody's got time for Venom Bite and his bullshit. Like, that guy's nuts. Okay, discovery. Then I should have my health point unlocked. Great. Ogre. Oh, yeah, Ogre Lazy. That was it, Stormcrone. Good call. Yeah, Ogre Lazy. I remember that, dude. I remember that. Yeah. So I wonder if there's something similar for doing those puzzles. Those puzzles are usually easy, but some of those light puzzles are a little bit difficult for me, at least. So if anybody knows an add-on that auto solves those, I mean, I'd love to know. Apex Simon game. Yeah. Apexis Simon game. Yeah. That was from Draenor, right? Wasn't there one for Draenor? Matt, you said, haha, I scrolled past the done color of the combo frantically and the Ogre Lot, it worked. Yeah. Let's see, you, right. No, the Ogre Lot, Lazy Ogre Lot or whatever it was, like, yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one, just to help with that, big time. Yeah, and Zachary said, thank you for that tip. Is it, are you doing the Ogre Lot dailies right now for, like, the reputation or something? I'm curious, Zachary. Working that out, or maybe you're responding to a different tip. I can't remember, but yeah. Oh shit, look at that. Icaro had a really cool idea over there. You said a dream for me would be making delves with all your alts as NPCs. Holy shit. Yeah, Icaro, that would be so fun. That would be phenomenal. If you could use your NPCs, and this guy's bugged. I can't get him out of there. He's evade. Let me see if I can get him just to port over to me. No, he's stuck. He's just stuck in there. What? Bugs and delves? That never happens. That never happens. Okay, there we go. Okay, nice. I think what it was is that Brann did like a disengage and he landed up there on the cage. Oops, and then he like shadow stepped up there or something. I don't know. Something must have happened to get him up on top of that cage. Or he swims. He can swim. I can't swim, but the NPC can. Lucius Legacy says you can't feign death, Zek. Yeah, in my... see, Zek... Let's see, hold on. I'm going to copy this just so I can see it in the chat. Yes. Zek is a pain in the ass for feign is just like... He's like, I can see your tricks, Hunter. You can't fool me. Yeah, no, Zekvir sees right through that shit. Stormchrome, you said, there was also a Zereth Mortis puzzle helper. So I expect that pipes on the other puzzle helpers and add-ons will show up eventually. Absolutely. Oh yeah, the pipes one. The pipes one was really fun. If any of you haven't done it yet, there's a little treasure you can do in Ringing Deeps where it's like you play... any of you guys ever play that Pipe Dream game that was on like really older computers? They might still have it now, but it was one of those like free games, like same as like Minesweeper, right? Or like the Pong game or whatever. There's just, or the arcade, the pinball game. Like all that kind of stuff. There was a Pipe Dream game where it's like you had to guide the green sludge through the pipes. You can play one of those as a mini game in WoW. If you go and get the treasure in the Ringing Deeps, it's kind of right around, like right behind where the Waterworks is. Go over there and you can go do it. You just have to click on a sewer grate, and yeah, you'll have to solve the pipes for that. Really, it's really fun. Brought me back when they had that mini game. I was like, oh shit, I remember this. It's from forever ago. Oh yeah, again I'm progressing, but let me see if I can get the Niffin by himself. I'm trying to get the Niffin for himself. Come on. No! Fenrir's going over there like, oh, I got him. Okay, no, so it looks like we just got, only pulled the small... No, we pulled them all. I'm gonna blow some cooldowns here just because, again, we're so close to the end here. The boss is right up that corridor there. I am wasting some cooldowns right now, but I just want to get to the end. I want to get this guy down. I shouldn't have lusted. I should have saved that for the boss. That was probably a bad decision, but it's okay. It happened. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and save. It looks like I didn't use Call the Wild, so I'll save that for the end boss as well. Nikki said, lots of people hate Brann's action, interaction, and imagine your own dude screwing up in your delve. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, if you had like a whole army of alts just like running through the delve with you, that would be crazy. Man, that would be wild though. Also, too, I think it'd be fun if you could use your guys as the follower dungeon people. You know what I mean? Instead of you know, having the random companion guys, just have it be all of your alts. I think that'd be really fun. I'm gonna feign death so I can get out of combat. Again, I'm stuck in combat. Like this whole dungeon, I've been stuck in combat. I'm gonna sneak on by here. That Niffin didn't mind that giant devil sword just swimming by him. it didn't bother him at all. He's like, just another day in the sea. No big deal. This guy, by the way, is pretty easy. If you talk about bosses that are easy to progress on, I think Undersea Abomination is the one to do it. Because all you have to do is just walk out of the mushrooms that are exploding, and you'll be just fine. Thorforn said, my alts would decline the invitation and be like, no, bro, get good. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Oh, yeah, Stormcrim said, I loved that game. Yeah, and Super Ben, GG, you said, you're talking about the Pipe Dream game. I think that was literally what it's called, Pipe Dream. Tell me if I'm wrong. But no, it was super fun. I actually like want to go find like a Flash game of that now. It's like got me feeling nostalgic. No, like try it out in WoW though. Like you can go do it. I wish it was repeatable, but I think you can only do it once when you get the loot. But it's really, really fun. Let's see. Oh shoot, yeah, that'd be cool too. Nikki, you just mentioned. You said give me lore tunes over our tunes as Delve skins. Yeah, that would be cool too. Some lore. Yeah. Like important characters and stuff instead of just the random NPCs. I'm totally with you. You know, I'm also thinking like with Delves, it's a really cool way for them to go back and explore some of those other side storylines too. Like imagine how cool this would be if we went back to like Scarlet Monastery, or we investigated, more of like, shoot, what other things have we like left behind? I mean, Scarlet Monastery comes to mind immediately because I always wish that they did more with that. I just thought they were so interesting and cool. And we just had those dungeons. And I know a lot of people, like for example, in, oh shoot, like the, I'm jumping around because I'm just thinking of things, but like also, oh my God, what's the name of that raid? You know, the opera raid, the really cool raid, my favorite raid. I can't even think of the name of it right now. Hold on. The place where you have the opera event. Karazhan, right? Karazhan Crypts could be a delve. Kara, yeah, dinosaur. Right. You could do like Karazhan Crypts. And anyway, what I was going to say about SOD is that I think a lot of people were really excited about SOD and the tease that came out about like Karazhan Crypts finally being out of the game, and them exploring more on the Scarlet Monastery side of things and all that kind of stuff. I mean, they can do that shit on retail too. Like they don't have to just do it in a classic form. And I feel like Delves are a good avenue to kind of explore that stuff. Because it's like, I don't know, I feel like they can push together like maybe Delves a little bit faster than it takes them to like develop new dungeons. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, knock on wood, that when it comes to new seasons of Delves, that we're going to get like another 5 Delves at least or whatever added each season and that kind of stuff. I'm really hoping that. And I think for the health of Delves in the future, they'd be doing themselves a disservice if they keep with just the same, however many Delves we have and never add any more. I think it needs new blood each season, Delves in particular. I think for them to be doing it right. Just in my personal opinion, and who cares about that, but just my thoughts on it. As someone who just is in love with the mechanics, these are the things I'm hoping they add. Let's see, Nikki and Zach. Let me look at both of those. Oh, so Matt, you had some too. Matt said, I remember when oil wells in the Kalesko in the game was awesome. You were basically a Pac-Man head with a pipe beneath you. Avoid things hitting your pipe and then collect the pellets. Oh man, I didn't play that one. That sounds interesting though. That sounds interesting, Matt. I like that. So those old school Flash games and stuff are really fun to think about. There's all kinds of them. They bring me back as soon as I play them or hear about them or think about them. Zachary, you said, I have a question. It might be a noob one. And hey, remember Zachary, I don't know if you're here for it, but again, I'll say to everybody, there's no thing as a dumb question here. Like seriously, ask your questions. No such thing as a dumb question. But when I started playing this game, this expansion, I've been having a lot of fun. Let's see, but Missed Mythic in Shadowlands, and when I go to Oribos, I can't go anywhere. Okay, Zachary, I got your solution for you. The issue is, you've been to Oribos, you've done Shadowlands and all that kind of stuff. If you haven't, so it doesn't really matter. You don't even need to answer that question. I can tell you what your problem is. So the issue is that you need to initiate the Shadowlands storyline to go into Shadowlands. And I'm going to show you both for Horde and Alliance really quick on the map. So if you're playing on Horde, you need to go here in Orgrimmar. Let's see, the Valley of Trials right here. You're going to see High Lord. His name is literally going to be High Lord Bolvar. and you're going to see him standing there with a quest over his head. Just click on him and accept his quest. You're also going to see some other Death Knight characters over here. Sorry, not Bolvar. Is it Bolvar or Thorgrain? I can't remember. High Lord dude, right? He's going to be sitting right here. He's the guy that introduced us to Shadowlands. I think it was Bolvar, right? Or am I nuts? Anyway, doesn't really matter. You're going to see him and you need to click on him and accept his quest. If you go to this location and you don't see him, High Lord, whatever his name is, you're going to go right here and then log out of the game and log into the game. Like go to your character select screen and then go back into the game, and then it's going to trigger him to spawn, and you just need to talk to him, accept his quest. And keep in mind, if you've done Shadowlands stuff before, you can skip the intro scenario and all of that, and then it's going to push you right in Oribos, and you can select Threads of Fate, and you'll get full access to everything in Shadowlands, and have your Flight Master back and everything. This is a common problem. Like people run into this a lot. Now let's talk really quick about Alliance players, just because like I want to go over both factions just for anyone that needs it. If you're Alliance and you need to do the same thing, you're going to go to this location. It's right in front of Stormwind Keep. Same thing goes. Look for High Lord, whatever his name is. Somebody said it. I bet somebody said it. Nobody said it yet. Okay, no. So High Lord, I can't remember Small Grain or Bolvar, but just look for him. He's going to have a quest for you. Accept it right here, and he's going to do the same thing for you. He's going to send you into Oribos, and you can skip everything up to just being plopped in there. If you just go straight to Oribos using the portal, then you're not going to see the Flight Master. You're going to be able to walk around Oribos, but you can't leave it because you haven't done the initiation quest. You have to do it for every single character in your entire roster. So if you're on your alt characters, you're like, I can't go to Oribos, or I don't have a Flight Master in Oribos. That's exactly why. Every single character you have to go do that initiation story quest. I know it's weird, but it is what it is. Here, I'm going to get out of combat by jumping off the edge here, and then I'm gonna go and collect those mislaid curiosities I had to leave behind because of that bug. If you get that bug like I got, I couldn't find the egg, it was under the ground or something. Wait, hold on, this is a normal delve, right? Yeah, never mind, I don't care about mislaid curiosity then. Yeah, so I'm leaving it. Yeah, so there you go. That's your problem. I imagine that's what it is. You can solve it just by doing that. You'll be ready to roll. Let's see, Alex and Drub, you said there's a really cool book about Karazhan and then the Medivh and Khadgar. Dude, I love all those characters. Khadgar's growing on me, but mostly Medivh, I think, is the coolest. I really, really like him. I'd be interested to, yeah, if you think of the name of the book, let me know. I'm really curious. I've been trying to dive more into the lore and stuff recently, and Medivh has always been a character that's been like, like, oh, okay, I want to know more about this guy. Yeah, so Stormcrone said they're good at reusing content maps for landscapes like caves, etc. So you could have a Tuskarr themed delve and so many more. Dude, I'm already thinking about cool things you could do with Tuskarr. You could be like sliding on a bobsled, like dodging, like blocks of ice and shit. Like, no, there's so many fun things you could do with Tuskarr. Oh, I'd love to see them do that. That'd be really fun. Let's see. What else we got? The life sentence said Delves in the old world would introduce new players to the lore. Exactly. The life sentence. Yeah. I think with Chromie time and all that kind of stuff, the options are endless. Like there's so many things that they could do, especially if they just start cracking wide open on Chromie. Chromie could send us to any previous storyline. We could have Delves put in old expansions, with Timewalking and stuff. Like imagine doing Delves for Burning Crusade. Going in there like Magtheridon stuff, like, oh man, it would be super, super cool. I would really, really like that. Or Draenor related stuff. Matt, welcome in over there. Thanks for the sub on the YouTube channel. I appreciate it, man. Welcome in. Oh yeah, they could go re-release all the stuff they skipped in Draenor because they ran dry on ability. Like they just didn't have enough people to do the stuff. Josh, welcome into the YouTube channel as well. Welcome. But you remember that last raid tier that they never finished on Draenor, and like expanding those stories, and the warlords, and like having delves dedicated to fighting like the Blade Fist guy, I can't think of the names off the top of my head, but like all the different orc tribes, you could go into all that kind of stuff with Delves. Like there's so much they can do, and I really hope they do it. Like they got a good system here. I hope they keep pushing. Oh, here we go. Kenneth is like, please, Sylvanas Windrunner as my Delve companion. That would be pretty cool, Kenneth. I'd be down for that. That'd be pretty cool. No, that would be awesome. Oh, Illyria. Man, Illyria would be really cool to have as Delve companion too. And that's a possibility. We could see it. Magni, or any of the adventure guys like, Sir Finley, Reno, and then the Night Elf chick. I can't remember her name, but she would be cool too. Nikki, you said, I'm really hoping for time walking dungeons to include follower dungeons just to learn from them. Even if the meta dungeons start at Mythic. Absolutely, Nikki. I think follower dungeons they should totally expand on, because like now that they've seen the success of Delves, I think they will. I imagine they will. They'd be missing an opportunity if they didn't. They need to make also follower raids. Why not do follower raids so people can experience the bosses, the story, just the little story beats you get from just the boss dialogue even. There's no reason not to give that to people. Can you get hero places without key? Can you get hero pieces without the key? Yes, Dr. Hams, you can. So you can get your hero pieces from doing the Delves and just using that Delver's Bounty to be able to get that hidden cache at the end. So yeah, you can use your Delver's Bounty to do that, and you can grind that from normal Delves. Zik'fear drops it, and then also you can get it from your Bountiful Delves, but you're going to get it more often, it sounds like. And again, I haven't seen it in a normal Delve just yet, but you can get it in those, from what people are saying in the chat, more often from Zik and also from Bountiful. Now, guys, I got to head into to work, so I'm going to have to shut things down here. Yeah, I got the day job coming up here, so I'm gonna have to jump into that. But guys, I just want to say I really appreciate you guys coming out. Really appreciate you coming to watch and joining me here this morning. I really appreciate the support on Twitch. I appreciate you guys watching over there on YouTube. I really thank you so much. Thank you so much. I did want to mention one thing again, guys. 8 a.m. EST is the time that I stream on weekdays. Every weekday, 8 a.m. EST is where you can find me. Again, I try to stream when I can on weekends as well. And when I can, but you got to follow me for that because it's hit or miss on when I can work those in. Now, I do want to say one more thing about that, though. Tomorrow being Friday, right? Tomorrow is Friday? Yes. Okay. I have a celebration of life event tomorrow for somebody in my family. So if you don't know what celebration of life is, there's a funeral I have to go to tomorrow. So I won't be streaming tomorrow. And in the weekend, I'm going to be dealing with that. And that's all, where I'm at. So I won't be doing that tomorrow. I won't be here for Friday, but Monday will be my next stream on Monday at 8 a.m. EST. If you want to jump in over there. So I'll see you there. Ken is like, wait, you have a job? Yeah. I do, Kenneth. Yeah, someday full-time content creation. That's where I'm wanting to go. I'll be there someday. Hell yeah. I'm not stopping anytime soon. But yeah, I do have a day job too. So I'm working towards it, man, one step at a time. But guys, I tell you what, you said have a great long weekend. Be safe. Absolutely. You guys too. And thanks for stopping by once again. So guys, next stream, if you're coming back for that, 8 a.m. Monday, I won't be streaming tomorrow. So I will see you guys 8 a.m. on Monday. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.